Testing, testing, testing. Oh, yes, yes, I am. I am late. I'm sorry I'm late. I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. Just give me a few minutes. Oh, give me a few minutes. What's going on, Boot Hill Brian? Appreciate you. I'm trying to fix this. Trying to fix some things. That's all. Just trying to fix some things, guys. Just give me a minute. I had a really good game, is what happened, and so we ended up running a little late. Sorry about that. I'm trying to remember what I'm supposed to fix these to, to be honest with you, and I really don't remember. Um, so it is what it is. Nothing I can do about that. So I don't have everything as perfect as I would like it, but you know, hopefully you guys have the starting soon screen with the 6 minute countdown on it. It was a warm day. It was a warm day. All right, so we're in a couple different places here. All right, so we're in a couple different places here, and then I think Hopper's actually going to join us today to talk a little bit. This could be interesting. This could be interesting. You can barely hear me. We can fix that. We can fix that, I think. You guys should be able to hear me pretty good, though. I don't know why you could barely hear me. I have it maxed out right now. Helping you on your last day at Prime. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go hydrate, which means I'm going to get beer, and then I'll be right back, and then we'll get started tonight, guys. The picture is not what I had hoped. Um, I'm gonna work on it
Can you
this
hear me?
week. We can hear you, Hopper.
Hey, 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 y'all.
So y'all just give me a few minutes. Let me grab a couple beers and drain the pea-sized bladder, and I'll be back. Oh, that's Hopper the lizard specialist. I don't know about that. All right, guys, I'm back. Just give me a minute. It says 1 minute to go. Good evening, everybody. How are you? Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully, hopefully everybody is doing well tonight. We probably had an echo there. I just fixed it. Um, but yeah, yeah. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Welcome into Sunday Night Trucking Talk with me and all my friends, meaning you. So hopefully all of you are well.
Hello.
I guess Hopper is talking. I don't know what's up with that. What's going on, Hopper? What's going on?
I just got here to my O1 and it's a drop and hook. So I decided just to hang out and
Hopper was excited.
be part of your live here and wait for the morning to go.
All right, good deal. So Hopper, how's it going for you? We haven't really talked about your experience at Prime since we did your TNT video when you were leaving out for TNT. So how did that go for you? Just the whole, just I mean, it's done
The
now,
t-
obviously. I mean, you're a solo driver now, but how was that for you?
uh it's been it was interesting. I mean, the TNT phase of it was pretty interesting. You're thrown into an environment with someone you don't know with them for months at a time.
What's the matter with the sound,
So
guys? Talk to me about the sound. I can fix it. You just got to talk to me about it. Talk to me about sound, and we can get it fixed. All right.
I'm not like, well, when I can hear you loud and clear on Discord, but hearing you very well on YouTube.
Oh, so you guys can't really hear me. We can get that fixed. Just give me a second, guys. We'll get that fixed. Let me gonna throw a little music on tonight in the background. Hopefully it's not too overwhelming. Let me see what we need to do here So the mic level seems okay on this. Um, we could turn this down because we just want this kind of in the background. Oh, okay. So everybody says it sounds good.
That's loud on Discord.
Yeah, I'm turning it. I turned it down a lot. So the music. Yeah, the music's not in Discord though. The music's only on the YouTube. It was pretty loud though. I turned it down. Hopefully that volume's good. If that volume is too much on this music, just let me know, guys. I just want something in the background. Yeah, I turned it down. So there's a little bit of a delay, so it's hard for me to get this perfect as far as what it sounds like. That's good now? Okay. Good. I'm trying to get it where it's showing up. So I just want something in the background. All right, guys. So it's been another week in the world, and here we are on Sunday evening for you to share your stories with us, all of you, to share your stories about your week. All right, Hopper. So go ahead. Go ahead. That's what we were saying. So you went through your TNT, right? It went okay, I suppose.
I survived it. We'll say that. But yeah, it was good. The experience I felt it could have been a lot better. This this is going to be a little difficult because hearing you through Discord and then hearing the same question the 30 seconds later is
Yeah, that's because you have to turn down your sound on the YouTube, man. As long as you're in Discord, can't do both. You can't do both. Oh, they should now. They should now. I kind of killed the music. We lost Hopper. They're saying we lost Hopper. Try it again,
all right.
Hopper.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I turned you up. I turned you up. I turned the music down, turned Hopper up. So anytime we have someone, I guess, talking with me, we're gonna have to turn the music down, and then we'll turn the music back up when there's nobody with me.
High tech.
Hopper's not. I like that. I like that. All right, so I think we're good now. I think they can hear you. All right, all right. So Hopper, tell us your story, man. Tell us your story, man. How was it? How was your experience at TNT at Prime Inc?
It was good. I mean, for the most part, but like I said, a lot of the things I don't want to say because I don't know who is here really, but I felt it could have been a lot better.
Okay.
I mean,
I think I think almost every student comes out of TNT feeling that there's more they could have learned and the experience could have been better. So, I mean, you asked all my students who left, man, almost all of them would probably tell you, well, I wish we would have done this better, or I wish Bags would have done this with me. That's going to happen. That's going to happen because you don't run into every situation, when you're
right.
out on the road. So there's going to be a lot of things you have to experience on your own.
Oh, I totally agree with that. Like trying to move my fifth wheel out of the second hole and try and get it into the third, that was a challenge.
Yeah, that's always a challenge, man. That's always a challenge trying to move the fifth wheel. Y'all don't
But
be laughing at the beaver cut.
but I am learning quite a bit, especially being out on my own, what to the different sites, how to get to the different uh, shippers and receivers.
Yeah, and I mean the more you do stuff, the more you're going to get to experience that kind of stuff. You'll get to a point after a year or two of prime that you almost know where everybody's at, every shipper, every receiver. It's a lot of repeat customers, a lot of repeat customers, and so that always makes the job a lot easier over time. And Alan, I
Yeah.
agree, Alan. The TNT stage is impossible to get perfect because it's a realistic stage. It's set on the road um, in real life, and so you never know what you're going to experience. You guys out there on the road, you know what I'm talking about, right? You don't know what's going to happen. Ask Jen and Eric right now, right? Jen and Eric are out running, and all of a sudden, they get a check engine light, and everything has to shift gears. So you never know what you're going to experience from day to day, and that's one of the hardest things I think about trucking. best
Yeah.
best to stay away from the lizards. Yeah, it's best to stay away from the lot lizards. I would agree with that. It is best to stay away from the lot lizards.
I've had no lot lizards on the truck,
Yet.
but day to day thing, since I left Prime, I've been up in the snow for 5 weeks, and I nearly hit a trailer.
We lost Hopper. We lost you. We heard you nearly hit something, and then we lost you. I think we lost Hopper. I think we lost Hopper. I think Hopper's gone. Um, I don't know if his signal's no good. I don't know what's going on. It's lit up. He's talking. We can't hear you, Hopper. We can't hear you. All right, so we lost him. Maybe he'll be back. Maybe he'll be back. It looks like Jen has just joined in on the chat as well. She just came popping in. She just came popping in the chat.
Hopper, are you on a push to talk?
I am on push to talk. I don't know if Hopper is or not. They say Hopper spotted a lot lizard. That's what happened to Hopper. He's got his company for the night.
Ouch.
All right, so we just lost him. So obviously he's having a signal issue. Okay, so let's talk about your. Wait a minute, he's back.
How's that?
There you go. Now we got you, Hopper. So okay, so you said you've been up in the snow for like 5 weeks, man. You almost had an accident, I guess.
Yeah. I I yeah, I was I don't remember exactly where I was, but I was coming down this hill with a curve. It was dark, a little bit of snow, the light fluffy snow, the
Yep.
blowing snow.
Yep.
Um, the right lane was pretty good. Okay. The left lane had a little bit of the snow there, but this guy said, "Hey, Prime, watch out for this trailer. He has no lights. You got two salt shakers and a flatbed in front of you. Watch out for that one with no lights." So I'm already doing 40. The delay, the delay is messing with me.
Turn your volume down on the YouTube channel.
Trying to,
You
but
have you have to go into the
um,
YouTube app. You have to go into YouTube to do it. You can't do it on your phone. You can't just hit the volume on your
oh,
phone. You got to go hit the YouTube, hit the video, and there should be like a little mute button you can hit.
but anyway,
What's going
but
on, Lee?
anyway,
I have. Yeah, I'm at home, man. It's healthier here, man. Eating healthier, eating healthier, Lee. Just living a better life, man. Just to be honest with you, I do a lot of running as well. I did a lot of biking last summer, and I do a lot of running. Go ahead, Opera. We're listening.
but well, the only way I saw him is because it's on a 4 lane highway. The center divide, center.
Hmm.
The trailer was blocking the oncoming light. I mean, there was a black hole in front of me. That's how I saw him. And so I'm freaking out. ease it over to the left lane, trying to keep the tractor and trailer as straight as possible. When I got next to him, started using every curse word I can think of into the CB at this guy, and plus I'm on a phone with someone else. She freaks out because she's thinking I'm in the ditch. And the other guy I was talking to earlier goes, "Hey, Prime, you found that trailer with no lights, huh?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's what." I just start thinking off all kinds of
That was the one, huh?
yeah. Oh my God, that scared the living crap out of me.
That
You
doesn't
scared
surprise me.
Aquanisha half to death.
Yeah, yeah. Aquanisha was like, "Hop, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you talk to me? Are you okay? Breathe, breathe. Are you okay?"
Then
Poor
the curse
girl.
words
She
probably
was just
started flying.
well. That was that was she was concerned after I threw
Right.
goodness
Yeah.
the CB that Jennifer and Eric gave me. By the way,
Nice.
Good
Nice.
times.
That was nice of you guys. That was nice of them to hook you up.
yeah, and the
We
micro
hooked
fit fridge and the TV. They're
Okay,
good
so
people.
but
the
let's talk about something, Hopper, that people really want to know about, and that is you went lease, right?
I did.
We don't have to get into super details right now, but do you
Okay.
feel do you feel it has been financially rewarding to make the choice of lease over company?
Well, as Jennifer and Eric know, I've been sending them my settlement.
Hmm.
My first couple were kind of really disappointing, but I kind of expected it because um, I just because of all the initial what do you call it, the fixed costs, the chains, load bars, load locks,
Yeah, so take a little bit out.
stuff like that. Right. And but the first few settlements were a little disappointing, but some of it was my doing also. Like I went ahead and just threw 10%
Yep.
to my emergency fund. And I
Okay.
didn't realize at that time until Eric saw it and said, "Dude, that comes off the top."
Yeah, that's gross. That comes off of gross. So if you do
Yeah,
4,500 in revenue, they take 450 and put it in your emergency fund.
right. And so I did that a couple of weeks, and then I here on my last settlement, I changed it to 2 cents, 10 cents a mile.
Correct. That's not a
And my
bad
last
idea. That's not a bad idea at all.
last settlement, it was nice. The last week's settlement was pretty nice. So
Good.
yeah,
That
I
happens,
think
man.
it was well worth lease,
And
even
it, and it
though it's
and it will only get better as you can continue to move forward. Yeah, absolutely, Stefan. Come on in. Come on in, man.
yeah, and um, it's just the when you think about 1,400 a month for the truck, 70. I'm not a month, a correction, a
Hmm.
week. It's kind
Correct.
of intimidating, and then $70 for the APU,
Yep.
and then
Yeah.
all them other charges or fixed costs,
Well, and
all
see
of
that's
that.
what a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people when they look at Prime, man, they see this massive truck payment and they want to just they just turn around and run, right? They just turn around and run.
Sure.
Let's be honest, they do. Until you live it and you work on percentage and you understand how it works, then um, you don't understand. You know. Um,
Yeah.
hey, Stefan, go to my Twitch chat and hit exclamation point Discord. It will give you a link that'll join you right into Discord.
That won't work here.
It might do exclamation point Discord. See if it shows up. I don't know if we have a link over here in YouTube or not. But if someone does exclamation
Did
point
you?
Discord,
Did you?
I might be able to do it.
You didn't link up
Yeah,
Stream Elements with YouTube.
yeah, we did. I'm using
Oh, you
Stream
did?
Elements right now to broadcast. Yeah, yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did. Absolutely, I did. I mean, I'm gonna double
Okay.
check. I'm gonna double check really quick, um, just to be sure that we're good. Yeah, it says YouTube. Yeah, we're on the YouTube. We're on the YouTube.
Okay. Stefan is in Discord. But yeah, I like lease over the company side of it primarily. I think the biggest thing that changed my mind to go lease that I don't like how Prime would tell you this is the route you're taking. You're
Hmm.
going to refuel here, and you're
Correct.
only going to take this many gallons.
Yes. Yeah.
And
And you don't have to
refuel
worry about
here,
that as a lease driver.
right? And by the way, refueling here is 50 miles out of your way, but that's what we're telling you.
And
I I
yeah,
don't like.
yeah, and that's what happens as a company driver, and so that's why some people enjoy lease. So look, there are some people out there who run that make no more money than they would have as company. Okay, it's even Steven, right?
Yeah,
They break about even once you figure in all the taxes and healthcare and all that bullshit, right? It breaks out about even, but they enjoy the power to make their own choices, right? They're not worried necessarily about they can live with the stress of being lease to enjoy the benefits of being in control. And I think that's important. I think that's
yeah.
important. So
I
Marie's saying she
that
does 200 a week for emergency fund, or AKA Marley's dog food. Um, but yeah, yeah, she does 200 flat 200 a week. So and that's not a bad deal.
Yeah, but it's been interesting. It's been frustrating being up in the snow for 5 weeks.
Yeah,
Now I
and
have a
hopefully
load.
winter's coming to an end for you guys. And Matthew, you
Yeah.
are 100% correct. Any kind of percentage, commission, or hourly pay for a truck driver is better than mileage pay. I agree with you. I agree with you, Matthew. I think
So
we're
I
going to come
I'm up.
across a time where mileage pay is going to go out the window for everybody, and there's going to be no more mileage pay in trucking. I think we will get to that point one day. I do. I think we'll get there.
So like
Okay,
I said,
so
I've been
go ahead.
in snow for 5 weeks.
Yep,
Up here in Marshall, picking up beat load to Lake City, Florida. Hey, Florida.
Florida. You're coming to Florida. Are you going to go? Are you going to spend some time at home?
I haven't decided. I know I want to at least stop so I
Yeah,
can get my
yeah.
mama's Christmas present that's been sitting in the post office for a
Yeah,
couple of months
it's
now.
been a while. Yeah, yeah, it's been a
It's been a
while.
while. Every time I talk to her, did you get my Christmas present yet? No, I haven't been down there yet.
So how many weeks have you been out away from home? I guess you got
Mon
home at what, Christmas?
I did no I no me. I did not go home for Christmas. I got off one truck and got onto another truck to finish out my
So when's the last time you
and
were like
then
really home?
October.
Wow, October, folks.
Te- testing, testing.
But
Yeah, it's working.
yep,
It's working.
I we hear you.
It's working
But I
now.
did
All right.
spend Thanksgiving with my sister and my mom. So
Okay,
that was
so Thanksgiving. So November.
yeah,
So November you did some home
yeah,
time. And
right.
here we are in
But
March 1st tomorrow.
yep,
Yep, March 1st tomorrow.
tomorrow will
So,
be my tomorrow will be my 6 week being out.
yeah, yeah. So someone asked me, do I miss trucking? No.
Uh,
I miss my family. And that's why we're doing this Sunday night show, man, because having my family back here that I can communicate with every week. Um, guys, we're going to do this show every Sunday at 9 o'clock Eastern, okay, for however long we decide to do it. We're not going to set a limit on it. And if this grows into something, we will add a day. We'll add another night, and we'll do it twice a week. But we're going to do it every Sunday at 9 o'clock. So if you want to be a part of it, just be here. Just be here, guys. And if you want to support the channel, there's memberships available on the channel for like $1.99, I think. So if you want to support the channel, keep the show running, that's one way you can do it. But yeah, every Sunday, guys, 9 o'clock, we're going to be here. All right? We're going to hang out with you. You guys can be part of the show. All you got to do is join the Discord, and you can come on in and be a voice. Be a voice of the trucking industry. Share your experiences of what you're going through and how it's going for you. All right? All right, so Stefan jumped in here, bud. How you doing, man?
Uh, I'm good.
Good deal, man. How's life been on the road? Stefan's been on the road now. What's it been, brother? 2 years?
Uh,
oh, is this the
yeah, just
Stefan
about.
that you trained?
Yeah, this is the Stefan I trained. Correct. Yeah, it's a
Yeah, about
student.
2 years. I'll be leased for 2 years in April.
So yeah,
It's a little over 2 years.
so about 2 years ago, right now, 2 years ago, right now, Stefan was on my truck. Um, we had Big Red, the
Yep.
Freightliner, 2019 Freightliner, and now Stefan's about there for
Good
two
times.
years. Yeah, yeah, and now he's got to. Well, I don't know, man. This is probably about the time that we were stuck on that trip to Washington.
I was just thinking.
Yeah, I actually, someone asked me the other day my most memorable trip ever, and that's the one I chose. the, the eight.
Yeah, we almost went broke back on that trip.
Oh, dude, it was bad.
Oh,
It
broke
was
back.
it was bad, man. That was one of the worst trips ever in my trucking life. That was one of my worst
Broke
trips
back.
ever in my trucking life.
I
So,
also got sick that trip too.
yep, Stefan was sick. It snowed
That's
like fucking 3 feet up in the pass, man, up all the way across
yeah.
90, going through everything.
We had a
It was quite the experience for us. It was quite the experience.
I,
All with
that's
orange juice out of Bradenton, by the way. So you guys know what that paid, right? I think it literally paid like a
Not
dollar
enough.
nine. Yeah, I think
Not enough.
it paid like $1.09, and we were on it for
that's
eight
when
days.
you put on chains.
Yep, yep.
I think that was a trip.
That is the trip. That's the first time I'd ever put chains on my truck. I remember
I
that.
came close.
First time I'd
I
ever put
came
chains.
close.
All we did was get out of the rest area, but we still had to put it
And I
on the
was
truck.
like, it was kind of funny because I was sick, I had the flu. Then I see you out there with like a chisel,
Yep.
little screwdriver,
Had a
chipping
screwdriver.
at the ice.
Yes.
I'm just shaking my head. I was just like, oh, we need to get out of here.
If you
It's
guys
like,
could have
get
saw it,
chained.
what he just said is 100% accurate. I literally had a screwdriver. I was chipping the ice out from underneath my tire so we could get out of the rest area. He got out. He finally got up out of bed because he was sick, and he come out and he helped me throw chains because I had never done it before. So he had worked for Stevens for like 6 or 7 months in the past. It'd just been a
Yeah.
long time, and so he helped me chain the truck and showed me how to do it and everything because I'd never done it. I didn't know how to do it. So
I
here
think
was
I
Trainer,
was like,
a
I was
trainee
throwing.
training.
That's right. Here was
Yeah.
the student, the trainee, and he's showing the trainer how to do something. And if you're a trainer in trucking and you don't learn something from your students, you're doing it wrong. That's truthful, right? You should learn from
Agreed.
them just like they learn from you.
And you're
I'm
Um,
not the
not.
first trainer that I taught how to throw chain.
it's a learning experience. The whole thing is a learning experience. So just keep that in mind, guys. Don't be afraid and to have your student teach you something. All right?
I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't have chiseled out the tires. I would have waited until spring in the
Wait.
spot that I'm in
Oh, I was.
and
I
just
was out.
hung out there.
I was out there with a little screwdriver, and then it gets even better. So that night, I'm going up the mountain. I'm going to try to make it a certain distance, right? True story, guys. Stefan's sleeping. I could have been dead. He wouldn't even have known until next morning. But anyways, you know how the windshield wipers do that thing, right? Where they get all that ice build up on them, and they
Yeah.
no longer wipe anything. So I pull over on the side of 90. All right, we're right on the side of 90, going into, I think I was in Idaho, and I'm climbing a mountain, right? Climbing a mountain at this point. Tires are slipping a little. This is why we pulled into the rest area. This is right before we pulled into the rest area. The tires are slipping a little. The windshield wipers are frozen. So I pull over on the shoulder where I have a good spot. I jump out. I climb up on top of the truck, and I'm popping the wipers, right? I'm popping the wipers, breaking the ice. I slip off the fucking hood of the truck, land on my back, bang my head. I'm laid out in the middle of the right lane of Interstate 90, like a freaking cockroach with my arms and legs in the air. Luckily, it didn't knock me out, so I was able to get up and get out of the road at like 2 in the morning, and then I said fuck it and pulled in the rest area, and
Yeah.
then we got stuck. Then we got stuck in the rest area.
I remember waking up, opening the curtains as you're climbing that mountain, and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
curtains really fast. I didn't want.
Well, he did teach you stuff, Marie, that you don't want to train again. My one and only student, and I think it was Marie's son. I might have just called him out, but
Nephew.
nephew, yeah, yeah. I know Marie trained one person. They did record truck, and she's done training. I think does he still ride with you? Do I think he's don't they team now?
No, no, he's off the truck.
He's off the truck. So Stefan, so 2 years has it been? Do you feel like you have made a wise choice leasing over company?
Um, yeah, because my spending habits are not the greatest. Well, my other half spending habits.
Oh yeah, we'll just blame it all on her. Blame it all on her. I don't.
I like lease. I like lease, but I'm be honest with you, I'm counting down the days. Go back to life.
Yeah, because you don't plan on staying over the road.
No, I thought I was gonna do the whole purchase, and I mean I kind of go back and forth. Like it's like every couple, I'm going, oh, I'm gonna lease a new truck, or I'm gonna lease purchase, and something bad happens out here that kind of doesn't want me to stick around, and I think I've
Makes you change your mind real quick, like.
yeah. There's a lot of things out here that dictate how you go about future.
Yeah, every day is
Sometimes
different. Yeah, Bobby.
yeah, it's
Bobby's a prime example of that. Bobby's been in kind of a rough spot with just being on the road like he is, and I'm not going to talk about everything, all the decisions he's making, but I'm going to say that he's finally buckled down and decided he needs to make some choices for himself. All right, and so he's doing that, and that makes me happy for him because sometimes when you're out there, there are different things going on at home because everybody's different. And mentally people are different. Mentally people react different to being alone or being gone from home, and it's just everybody has to take care of themselves. So whatever you need to do to take care of yourself, that's what you should do. And so he's just recently made a choice in the last few days, and good for him. And so his whole trucking experience is going to change because of it. And like you were saying, it just depends. Every day is different. Every day is different on the highway. And as a truck driver, I woke up some days and I knew I had the best job in the freaking world. And by lunchtime, I was ready to get on a plane and go home and leave the truck at the truck stop.
yeah, same
you
way,
know,
same.
you know.
It's funny. It's funny how like there's certain loads that you get that make you completely hate this job, and there's
Yeah,
loads that you can like they're paying me to do this kind of job. It's
correct. Yeah,
crazy.
it's different. It's different, and it's even different for teams. Jen, are you still in here?
I'm here.
Yeah, so it's even more different for you guys, right? Because you guys have a different kind of experience because you get those team loads that are nonstop driving for 3, 4, 5 days at a time, right?
Yes,
Sleep and
yes.
drive,
And
sleep and drive, and the thing is, they're so lucrative, right? It's you end up doing it even though you probably don't want to.
well, yeah, so sometimes they're lucrative. And with us, if if it isn't enough money, we're just not going to run like that. Like because for us, like Eric struggles sleeping, when the
Yes.
truck is in
Oh yeah.
motion like that.
Me
And
too.
yeah, so his mental sanity is worth us usually running super solo, because if I can run a partial day and park so that he can get a couple hours of solid sleep, that's enough to keep him going. But when we get in one of those cycles where it's back to back to back to back to back, fast pace, full team loads, that's when he starts hating trucking and doesn't want to play super truckers anymore.
Oh, hey, I know it. I've told this story before, and I'll actually tell it now with Stefan here because he can he can testify to it. I had a hard time sleeping when the truck was in motion all the time, and especially with students. And with certain students, I finally got to a point of where I was comfortable, right? I was able to relax. And I'll never forget when I finally hit that point with Stefan because we were in California and we had just delivered a load in California and we had a 3 stop pickup that night and it was
I remember
his
that.
turn to
Yep.
drive. And we get to the first one. I drove to the first one and picked it up. We get to the second one right? And this is probably like our second or third load TNT, but I PSD'd him as well. So he'd been on the truck for a month
Yeah,
already. And
I
we
remember we took. Yeah, I remember we took the load out to California. Yeah.
correct, yeah, and
Uh,
we get to the second pickup and they say it's going to be a few hours. Dude, I didn't wake up till the next day. I was out. I was done. I was done. He made the second pickup, then he drove to the third pickup, which was the next morning, parked, found parking on the street, and then he went to bed. When I woke up, I didn't know where the fuck we were. Because all I remember, all I remember is we were at our second pickup waiting to get a phone call. So as far as I know, we're still sitting there not loaded yet, and we have another pickup
yeah,
in the morning. So I get up out
you're
of bed and I
you're.
open the curtain, and I'm like, oh shit, we're at our next pickup. I don't remember none of it. Like it
I had to
just
tell you where we were at
yeah.
and how to get to.
How did
We
where
were
yeah,
parked
how
around the
close we
corner.
were. Yep. I remember.
Uh,
So it just you finally when you're training people, you'll have those students, and I had a few of them. Not many, but I did have a few of them that you get to that point where you finally sleep, right? You finally hit the pillow and you sleep and it doesn't matter. Stepan was one of them. Cedric was one of them. Um, my brother was one of them. My brother, I think, was more because he was my brother, right? If you can't trust your brother to go to bed, then who can you trust, right? So I think, I didn't have many of them, but I had a few of them, and they were nice to have because I think after that point, I pretty much slept pretty good probably the last 3 or 4 weeks of Stefan's training. I slept like a baby when he was driving. I didn't worry about it. I didn't worry about it no
I
more. It was good stuff.
see. I know the loads that are enough to make me want to quit, and that is repowers that are multiple stops that are already late when you pick it up.
Correct. Yes. How you doing,
Yeah,
Greg? Good to see you, my friend.
because those are the ones where I'm just like, oh my God, like what,
But they pay. They
y-
pay. You get those 3 or 4 stops
sometimes.
and well,
Yeah,
when you're picking up produce in California and you take it to the Northeast, it pays. It pays. Usually.
y- yeah, but sometimes it doesn't sometimes it doesn't feel enough for the headache. Like when you're on a load that, like I said, like every single one is late and you just have to, fight and get punished at every single stop for
Yep.
being late and get worked in over and over and over.
Well,
Those are the ones that are hard.
another thing we talk about the driving aspect of it. I will tell you, as I spent all those years on the road, I never realized like how comfortable I was in a truck, right? You forget how stressful it can be for a new driver. And that's one of the things I always try to remind myself as a trainer because I actually had a student one time, right? We're getting ready to leave. We're getting ready to leave for the like the first trip. And they get in the truck and I jump in the driver's seat, and I'm just doing my normal thing, right? I'm starting my truck, I'm doing it. And they just look at me and they're like, you are way too comfortable. Do you understand this is a $80,000 machine? I'm like, yeah, I drive it every day. I'm very aware of what it is.
I
They're like,
drive these things half asleep.
yeah, yeah, yeah. They're like, you just are way too comfortable. And the funny story, I've told this story, I'll tell it again, is Cedric. Cedric is driving one night. We have a flower load. We're going to, um, where were we going? We were going, it was north, it was right up 35. We were going down Kansas City. We were going into Iowa, no, South Dakota. It was South Dakota we were going to. We're going across 70. It's snowing really bad. I'm sound asleep, right? Cedric, psh, man, his name's Bishop on YouTube. But Bishop, man, dude, he was like when I rode with him, dude, it was like floating on air, man. I would just sleep in his entire drive time. That's how comfortable I was with him. And he's driving and it's snowing really hard. He drives his whole shift out, his whole 11 hours. He literally has 2 minutes left. He pulls off an exit ramp. He pulls back onto the on ramp, and it's so much snow he can't see where the shoulder is. So he just parks in the middle of the on ramp. He has 2 minutes left. He wakes me up. He's like, James, get up. I'm out of time. I don't want to get in trouble. I said, shit, okay. He goes, but we're on an on ramp. There's traffic behind us right now, waiting to go. So I jump up, throw my shoes on, dude. I jump in the driver's seat, immediately log in, you know, Put myself on the drive line. I haul ass. He won't go to bed. He's sitting there looking at me in the passenger seat. He said, I ain't going to bed for at least 30 minutes, arms crossed and everything. He said, you ain't even awake yet. It's snowing like a motherfucker, and we driving down the highway at 60 mile an hour. So it's just, that's how comfortable I was driving my truck, right? It's what I did every single day. I was just that comfortable as a driver that I could do that. Like I could literally jump out of bed, throw on my shoes, and drive. And be honest with you, I'm be completely honest with you. I don't even think I put shoes on that time. I think I was in my socks driving down the interstate in that
Well,
situation.
and it's funny you say that though, because talking to new students and stuff like that, like they're always saying how scared they are to drive. And I'm just coming out of the other side of that. I can remember when it was my shift and it was time to jump on,
Hmm.
and I would just sit there and I would just like start kind of shaking anxiously and double check, triple check everything. And just have so much anxiety before I push the brake in. And it was every
Before you
single
start to
time,
go.
yeah, like every single time I went through this whole having to psych myself up thing. And then one day it just went away.
Yep.
And I don't even remember when it did. I just remember one day I jumped in the seat and, started driving and I was like, oh, yay,
Yep.
like when did that stop? But you're right. It's just, you do get comfortable with it and it does become like second nature. But then with a lot of us who are out here, n- we're not out as long as Hopper at this point, but when you're out here for a few weeks or months or whatever at a time, then you go home and you get in your personal ride and you are just a train wreck, like wide ass turns in my Jeep. I can't park it to save my life. Like it's pathetic. It's
Well,
absolutely
oh,
pathetic.
I agree. Like right now, like I haven't been behind the wheel of a truck in let's see, it's been 12, 13 months. All right. I could get behind the wheel tomorrow and be more comfortable than I am in my car. And just so everybody knows, so those that don't know, I'm in my car a lot. I do Uber and DoorDash. So I mean, I drove 40 or 50,000 miles last year in my car. So it's not like I don't drive my car a lot. I drive it all the time. I'm just more comfortable in the truck. I just am. It's just the way it's always been for me for the last, oh shit, I don't know, man, 10 years. And it's just a different feeling. It's just a different feeling. And I never realized it until that particular student brought it up, and then I looked back on it and went, wow, you know what? They were correct. They were correct. Yeah, I'm just super comfortable. And like Jenna said, eventually everybody gets to that point. It just takes time. It just takes time. You got to get past the jitters, man. You got to get past the jitterbugs. That's what you got to do. Let's see. Greg says I still get scared in the oil fields, particularly when I have to go to the frac sites. Greg, it'll go away. Greg's still a fairly new driver. I think Greg's got, what do you got, Greg? 2 years or right around 2 years, a year and 8 months or something. If I remember correctly, I think Greg's got about a year and 8 months in on driving. Um, so it'll come, Greg. It'll come. It takes time. Driving a truck is therapy for me. You know what? Driving a truck is a therapy for a lot of people. Look, there's something trucking does for people, man. It gives you time to think, right? So if you trucking can do two things, one good, one bad, right? And they both revolve around the same thing, right? You have a lot of time with trucking, and it will allow you. Sorry, guys, got an eyelash bug in my eye. It will give you time to think about ways to better yourself as a person, be more successful. Like you guys know what I'm talking about, right? You guys are out there driving, man. You're thinking about your future. Hey, this is what I want to get accomplished. Okay, but in the same token, some people, and sometimes with anybody, your demons come back during that private time, right? You're driving down the road and all your demons start coming back and you start thinking about, man, I fucked up with this. I did this wrong in my life. I did this wrong. So you have to learn to balance that out and keep the demons in the closet, right? And look forward in life. Don't drive down the road quietly in the middle of the night and think about everything you could have done differently in your life. You need to be
That's
thinking
that's
So
a
about
highway
true.
depression right
it.
there.
It can be highway depression. Absolutely. You need to think about what am I going to do to move forward to reach my goals. Look, when I got fired, guys, like my whole world turned upside down. All right? So everything that I had mapped out for the next 10 years was gone, right? Ball it up, throw it in the garbage. It's gone, right? It's gone. Um, but I didn't want to sit there and spend 6 months dwelling on that. You know what I mean? I didn't want to spend 6 months thinking, "Oh my God, I screwed up so bad." I made this one bad choice, and it screwed up because it didn't. It didn't screw up my life. It just changed the path, right? All it did was change my path. It didn't change anything about me. It didn't make me a different person. It just changed the path that I was going down. And so just remember that, right? All because something happens in your life doesn't mean it's over. Just change your path, adjust, you know, to the situation. So just
Deep,
keep that in mind.
deep.
Do what?
That's deep.
We know what's Hopper putting on here? Socks, no shoes. I drive with socks. I drive with socks, no shoes. Well, Hopper, just
Yeah.
so you know, keep a pair of shoes close by because it is DOT illegal to drive without shoes.
No,
What about
my
Crocs?
shoes are in the floorboard.
Crocs are allowed. No, Hopper, it's illegal to drive without shoes.
Yeah, my shoes are in the floorboard
Okay, yeah.
down
So
there.
you
I'll
have them
let
close
you
enough to
guys
slip
slip
them
them.
on. All
Yeah,
right, good deal.
right.
Good deal. I just want to let you know that because I don't want you want to get pulled over and you're sitting there
Yeah.
in your socks,
No, I
man.
do. I knew that.
I don't want you to get pulled over. Okay, guys, I'm gonna grab a drink really quick because we're empty. And
Fireball.
no, I'm gonna grab a beer. No, last night. So if you don't know, guys, last night I was on my Twitch and I drank a lot of tequila and I was twerking and doing all kinds of crazy stuff last night. So if you're not part of
The
Oh, I
my
I
Twitch
missed that.
community, you should join it just for nights like that. It's
the
crazy bags over.
idea
It's crazy
uh,
bags over there, just like here. But it's a
the
lot of fun.
idea sorry, the idea of Fireball causes me physical pain.
No, I
Like
drink
just even hearing the name.
I drink tequila rose. Just so everybody knows, I can't drink regular tequila. I gotta drink the wimpy drink. It's still tequila. It's just tequila rose.
It's fabulous though. It's
It's
like
oh my
strawberry
gosh,
milk.
it is like strawberry milk, and I drank like 8 doubles last night. So
That'll hurt.
yeah,
That's a lot of sugar.
I slept till 1 o'clock.
That's a lot of sugar.
It's a lot. It's a lot of alcohol. I'll be right back, guys. Just y'all can talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna leave everything on, so you Discord they'll be able to hear anything you say. Just be aware of that. I'll be right back. Literally like 2 minutes, not even minute and a half.
All right, now that Bags is gone, tell us your worst story, Stefan.
Yeah, give us the
Uh,
details, Stefan.
Just
uh,
chuck him right under the bus.
Come
oh,
on.
oh, with bags?
Yeah.
Yeah, just throw him right under the bus.
Come
Well,
on,
we
Stefan.
took a trip up to Maine, up to was it Lewiston in the Walmart, and we parked the night before. And we bought a couple Philly cheesesteaks at that Circle, and he bought two, loaded it with jalapeno. Well, it didn't sit right with him the next day. We're on our way
You
up
have to.
to Easton, Maine, to pick up potatoes, French fries, and he had an emergency, and
Oh no.
he was sleeping, like he was in the back, like he was hurting, and he's like, I'm driving, and it's like 10 degrees outside. He's like, when's the next rest area? And I was like, well, we just passed one, and it's like 10 miles up here. He says, I'm not gonna make it, and I'm like, what? He has a little emergency, porta potty. Well, back then, and I got one too. But he pulls that thing out, and I'm driving. I roll the windows down. It's 10 degrees out, and all I see next to me is his legs sticking out from the bottom of the curtain, and I could not stop laughing. It was so hilarious.
Well,
It smelled so bad even with the windows open, and it and it didn't. It was like, so I was like, so he's finished, of course, and I was like, well, we're at the rest area. You want me to stop? He says, no, I don't have to go anymore. So then,
What do you do? Did he at
yeah.
least get rid of the bag or whatever? Get rid
Well,
of
it's a it's a
smell?
portable toilet. It's flushes. It's got like the chemical in it. It's like a pot, like a
Oh, really?
yeah. You don't smell anything. You flush it and you put it away. It's you just dump it in the toilet it's like a camping toilet.
Okay.
But that wasn't it. So then we went back to
That wasn't it.
but wait, there's more.
yeah.
Oh Lord, what are we talking
we
about?
went to deliver or pick the load up in Easton, and then we went to get the trailer washed out, and it hit him again. Then he had it. Well, the guy's washing his trailer out, our trailer out. They didn't have a bathroom there. they didn't have a bathroom there, and he jumps in the truck and he had to go again, and it was worse because the truck wasn't moving, so the air it was just in the truck. So we had to roll the windows down and drive for a while to get it out, the aroma out. But
What's funny is
that was the funniest moment. I think that was hilarious.
what's funny is I actually got rid of that Campo potty, but I recommend
Yeah.
it to anybody who's a solo. If you're a solo,
Yeah.
get you a Campo potty, man. They are freaking amazing. They are amazing, man. Well, I ended up getting
They're
rid
a
of
game
that.
changer out here.
Yeah, they are. I ended up getting rid of that with my last couple students. I no longer had it on the truck, so
Well, that was
unfortunately.
one of the first things I tried to warn Hopper about was don't eat roller dogs, and bubble guts will happen to everyone. And he didn't know what it meant, and he
Bubble
asked
guts.
his trainer, and his trainer even was like, "I don't know what bubble guts is." And then he did end up having an upset stomach one day, and then my phrase of bubble guts suddenly made sense.
I'll tell you.
Uh,
Some of my funniest memories with students is, and one student comes to mind. I'm not going to call him out by name, um, but him telling me, hey, I gotta go to the bathroom right now, man. We need to stop right now. And we were like 7 miles from the Flying J, and I'm like, am I going to the Flying J or am I going to the shoulder? He said, go to the Flying J. So I drive to the Flying J. I pull right in the fuel island. He jumps out. He starts doing the shuffle. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He starts doing the shuffle. he gets about he gets about 3/4 of the way to the door and he stops and he locks up. And it's like you can see his hands and everything just lock up. He's just sitting there in the parking lot, just locked up. Stood there for about 10 seconds. He started doing the shuffle again. He come back out. He said, James. I said, what? He said, didn't make it.
Oh no.
Didn't make
Oh,
it.
no.
Well, at least he didn't text you and ask you to
No,
bring him a spare change of clothes to the
no.
shower room.
He's like, I didn't make it, man. He said the drawers are in the trash. I
Well,
didn't make it.
there's always plan B, which is the hose at the fuel island,
Right, right.
So I think that's what it's for.
I'm crying thinking about it right now, right? And I promised him I'd never call him out by name, so I ain't gonna do it. But um, it was funny, and we both laughed about it. You know what I mean? We both laughed about it. And we had a good time with it. But um, the grumblers, yeah. But it was good stuff. Gives
Have
you a
you ever
pickle.
had the home wrecker at that wing, etc., across the street from campus?
Well,
I
he's
have
had a
not.
home wrecker before.
Have you ever had a home wrecker before? Technically, I'd have, Hopper. Technically, I
I'm
have, buddy.
talking
Sorry,
about
Don't you know
low
the
blow.
I'm
story?
talking I'm talking about the chili dog at that wings, etc. place across from
No,
campus
I've never
inn.
had it. I've never had it, buddy.
Wings, etc. is new, Hopper.
Yeah, it
Oh, is
wasn't
it?
there when I
is
was
it?
there. Yeah, there was no wings, etc. when I was there. I'd have been eating there.
I
Right?
haven't I haven't seen that yet.
It's right across the street from us Inn, and they have this foot-long sausage dog, and they load it with chili and onion, cheese, and it's amazing. But
Oh, I gotta try
do
that.
not you do not eat it if you plan on driving on the road the next day. Trust me. Okay,
Trust
just
you,
take my
don't eat
word
it.
for
Don't eat it. Well, I
it.
will tell you
It's not.
What's that?
the jalapeno hot dogs from Pilot, man. They will if they will come up here and
Well,
bite you in the ass as well if you're not careful.
I tried that when I knew I was going to be at at Springfield the next day, so I waited till I was going to be at Springfield to try that one.
Well, I will tell you, guys, if you've never had, if you are a fan of jalapeno spicy stuff, man, the jalapeno hot dogs at Pilot are the best. All right, they are the bomb. Um, just don't get them when they're old. Get them when they're fairly fresh, man. They're really good. They're really good.
Eric won't let me eat it because I remember you had suggested one before I came out of the truck stop, and he's like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's one of those jalapeno dogs that Bags is always talking about." And he took that shit and threw it in the trash. Like he would not let me eat it. He was just like, "Nope."
Dude, they're amazing. They are amazing, but they will come back and haunt you if you're not careful, depending on what else you ate. And
Like truck stop sushi.
yeah, it's oh my gosh, dude,
Oh,
truck stop
I
sushi.
haven't seen that yet. I
Oh
haven't seen
yeah,
that.
yeah. They got some, and then you know what? They have sushi in Springfield in the cooler, man. That used to always scare me at Prime One.
Oh, I ate that shit. I eat that all the time. That stuff's pretty
It's
good.
totally
It's
worth it. It's good.
it's expensive, man.
What is Prime's rehire policy? So as far as I know, Zach, as far as I know, all right, you got to remember, guys, I'm kind of out of the loop a little bit, not a lot. I still get some information sent to me from now and then by insiders, but basically it has to go through approval process. Okay, they're gonna talk to your fleet manager. They have to approve it. They're going to talk to operations. They're going to look at your history. They got to approve it. They're going to talk to safety. They've got to approve it. If you can get through those three, you're rehireable. All right. Balances don't matter. If you left Prime owing them a little bit of money, that will not come into play into a rehire process. Once you get rehired, they may talk to you about it. But I will tell you this: with the recent settlement, with the recent lawsuit settlement with Prime, one of the things with that was they were erasing all balances. So people who left owing money, they were going to get rid of it, was my understanding when I read the lawsuit. Which we all, if you opted in, you should be getting money from it soon, I would think.
I never. I'll just get the $100.
Yeah, it was different for everybody. Depending on how long you worked there, how long you drove, if you opted in or opted out, like, it didn't matter. It didn't matter. So,
I spitefully opted out because nobody's gonna lump me into anything
yeah,
that I don't consent to. I just like I was not cool with that.
yeah. I mean, it just is what it is. Hopper had a nice post on Instagram the other day. I wish I had it. Let me see if I can get it. I might be able to grab it, guys, and show you guys this picture. Um, this is something I want to do every week, so let me see if I can find this picture. Hopper, why don't you email it to me? Hopper, can you email me that picture real quick?
which one?
The one you had on the one Instagram, the one Prime put up on Instagram.
The
Oh, the one.
double
Okay.
rainbow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have my email, don't you?
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. I think so.
yeah, yeah. It is my first and last name crunched together, Hopper at Gmail.
Oh no, I don't have that one. I have the crazy bags theater
No, no, do the
tag.
other one. Do the other.
Don't say his email.
No, yeah, no.
No, no, the other one.
CrazyBags357. No,
Yeah.
CrazyBags357 at gmail.com is cool. Where everybody
Yeah,
can
see,
have that.
I know Jennifer.
No,
Gee,
my regular email is Hopper. You know how to spell my last name? It's first and last name scrunched
I
together at Gmail.
hold on, hold on. Let me get rid of this.
I still know
Um,
your driver code. I don't.
SOPCJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my driver code.
there.
We'll leave it up to Hopper to figure this out. But
Okay, there it is.
every week, guys, if you guys want to send
Ah,
me some pictures, feel free to send me a picture. Send me a picture. Every week we're gonna feature a picture of a truck on the Sunday Night Talk. So we're gonna do Hoppers here in a minute. We're gonna show
yeah. Give
Hopper's
me
truck off. So you can send it to crazybags357@gmail.com.
I'll send you mine
Crazybags357
too.
at gmail.com. And every week I'll pick one and we'll feature it. We'll
Where's my
let y'all show
picture?
off your rigs, man. We'll let y'all show off your rigs. Um, there's another thing Hopper did for me this week, guys. I didn't talk about it this week. Many of you know, if you followed my YouTube channel at all in my trucking journey, you know I had my Peterbilt was autism awareness, and it had a big dinosaur on the front made of autism awareness pieces. Anyways, Hopper this week. Um, wow, I'm going to get emotional just talking about it, Hop. Um, let me breathe a minute. So Hopper this week put an autism awareness ribbon on his truck, and it says little bags on it. So thank you for that.
That's cool.
Thank you for that.
I'll
That
send
is,
you that one too.
yeah, that dude, that's greatly appreciated. So that was really cool. That was really cool, man. That means a lot. It means a lot to me. It does. Would I like a picture? You can do that. You can do that. Do a picture of Marley in the truck, Marie. Do a picture of Marley in the truck, and we'll see about getting it on here one week. Little baby snake. It's good stuff.
Word.
So I'm watching my email, but I don't have anything yet. But I'm sure something will come in. But yeah, and we're gonna do that every week. We're gonna do this every week, guys. I'm gonna do this one more time tonight, guys. This is the last time I'm gonna draw out the promo thing that I like to do. Every week, Sunday, guys, 9 o'clock, be here. We're going to do a trucking talk show every week. And if it just grows into something big, we'll do it 2 days a week. All right, we'll do a Wednesday and a Sunday. But right now, every Sunday, 9 o'clock Eastern, we'll be live where you guys can come in. All of you are welcome to be a part of this. Your voices can be heard. Let us know what you're doing, how you're feeling, what's going on out there, how's freight, whatever your stories may be. If you have some stories you want to share, um, you know, this is the place to do it. This is the place to do it. And if you want to support the channel, there is a members option. So just don't be afraid to click it and support the channel to help me keep it going. All right, Pickle. I know you have a pool. Pickle. I don't have a pool. I don't have a pool. I'm just a homeless dude. All right. This is my sister's pool. All right. This is my sister's pool behind me, and there's a hot tub as well in the corner over there. So there's a pool and a hot tub. So it's not mine though. I just have access to it. You know, I just have access to it. I'll tell you what we'll do. I'm going to be here for probably at least another month. All right. If we can get 100 members, I'll jump in the pool one night. So that when we get 100 members, I'll jump in the pool. How's that? There you go. Fully clothed. I'll just jump in. One night we hit it, I'll just jump in the pool. Okay, let's see. Tim said, I'm
That's the one.
actually I'm actually upgrading this week. Your videos on YouTube are huge in my decision to go to Prime. Tim, glad to hear it, man. I'm glad it's worked out for you. All right. It doesn't work out for everybody. Some people don't enjoy Prime. Prime's not for
Crap.
everybody. Prime's not for everybody. And so when it works out for people, I really like that. I really like that. Here we go. I like that. All right. Hopper,
Okay.
it is okay
There.
to put your truck number out there, right?
Sure.
Okay. I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure we're good, man. That's all.
Yeah. I don't see where that would hurt anything, would it? Would
No,
it?
no, it doesn't hurt anything. But I still wanted to ask before I put it out there. So, like I said, guys, Hopper did something this week. Um,
Okay. You should have both of them coming to you.
yeah, I'm looking. I need to figure out.
And you can throw out my driver code if you want. If anybody wants Prime,
No, no,
definitely.
that's for Jenna and Eric. We use Jenna's driver code
What
around
a
here. We
hoe.
have a
What a
referral
hoe,
code. We do
Hopper.
have a referral code, guys. If you're interested in going to Prime and you need a driver referral code, everybody who goes to Prime should have a driver referral code. We use Jenna's here on the channel. Jenna, what is that again?
It is Budgeon. BAJENN. I'll go ahead and type it down in
Yeah,
the
you better go
comments
ahead and
since
type
Hopper's being a
it.
tool.
You better go ahead and type it in there. Because Hopper's not going to let it happen. Hopper's not going to let it happen. He's like,
No, no,
no,
no,
no,
no.
no,
I have
no.
given Jennifer's code out task, by the way.
It's pretty funny.
I have done that.
That's pretty funny. I like it. I like it. Um,
Hey, Marley.
I'm
Oh
trying to
yeah,
get this figured
oh
out,
yeah.
guys. You got to bear with me, guys.
Bye.
I'm trying to figure some things out.
Oh,
This is all
oh
new
yeah.
to me.
Bags.
What?
Wasn't it Marley's dogs that don't like you?
Or Marie's? Yeah, Marley is the dog.
Murray's.
Yeah,
Yeah, Murray. I'm sorry.
yeah.
I always get. They like me. I've been on her truck and they like me.
Oh, they liked you,
Hey.
huh? Yeah, yeah. Marley, Marley don't think too highly of me, I guess. I'm trying to figure out, guys. I'm looking for something right now, so just bear with me a few minutes while we figure this out. Um, for some
Hey,
reason,
did you
I'm
get my
not
email?
able. I'll look here in a second. I'm trying
Okay.
to figure out where this picture is because it keeps showing it to me. I really want to share this with you guys. I really want to share this.
Well, here. Let me put it on Discord again.
No, Hopper, I'd rather let me see what I can do
Okay.
here.
All right.
Add to new album, create new album. Uh, Trucks. There we go. Create album. We're gonna create a new album called Trucks, and that's where I'll save all your pictures that you guys send me. So, problem solved. Problem solved. Now we'll have to rebrowse and hopefully find it. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. It's in the saved pictures, but yet it's not showing up, so I don't know. I was just hoping to find it.
Cool. Al got his CDL back. Good. Congratulations.
I don't think that is what I need right there. Yeah, because it keeps opening up and there's nothing there. Can you type out your email to send the pictures of the truck? Yeah, absolutely, guys. Absolutely, I can take care of that. Um, and we're like I said, we're gonna share one.
I got it.
You got it. You got it handled with Crazy Bags three five
Yeah.
seven. Okay. Uh
I
oh.
wonder how many naughty emails you'll get by putting your email
Oh, I got
address
so
out
many of
there.
them. I used to get so many of them. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You'd be surprised. No, you wouldn't.
It's
You know.
Hopper and I just had that conversation about social media
Yeah.
like right before we got on this with you
Did you?
because he said that Instagram is like a hookup app now because all
Uh,
the people following him are young chicks that want his big time baller
no,
trucker
that but
money.
that's not what that is. What it is it's a bunch of old foreign men who are trying to catfish you to send them money. So it's not a hookup
Shh,
app. It's a bunch of.
Oh.
shh, don't tell him.
Hopper, if you get in the mood, and you want to just give away free money to old foreign men. Instead of that, just I'm sure I know for a fact that Jenna has a cash app. We can just send it to Jenna.
My fans
Jenna
only.
has a cash app. This I know for a fact. You can just send it to
Jennifer,
cat. You can just send it to Jenna. All right.
Jennifer and Eric are making bank on their super chat and they're in their lives. I mean, damn. I gotta think about doing super or lives
Yeah,
myself.
super
Just to
chats are nice. Super chats are nice, man. That's good for them. Good for them, man. They give out a lot of information. Like Eric puts a lot of time into driver lineup. Like, so
yeah, he
if
does.
you are new around here, all right, and you are not following driver lineup here on YouTube, that's where you need to be, guys, for trucking information, especially with Prime. Especially if you're a Prime driver, you need to be part of the driver
Point
lineup family, both on YouTube, Discord,
perspective,
whatever it is. It's a great place
perspective
to
prime.
share your experience with each other. So make sure you're a part of it. Yeah, Eric puts a
Yeah,
lot of freaking effort into that channel. He deserves everything he gets out of it. So he's a hard
especially if
worker.
you're a
I make
perspective
sandwiches.
student. Yeah,
And
with
Jenna just
paper
makes some sandwiches while he's working on it.
and forgets to pull the paper separating the cheese out of
Oh
the
yeah,
sandwich.
Bags, did you hear about that?
What'd you do?
So the other day I was kind of like, and the worst part is I was kind of mad at Eric, so he thought I did it on purpose. But
You
I
probably
had
did.
offered him,
You
yeah,
probably
I had
did.
offered him a sandwich, and he was like, "No, I don't want one right now." So then, as soon as I was chilling, like I think I was actually like trying to watch your stream on Twitch, and he's like, "Hey, I want that sandwich now," and I'm like, "Damn it! Like, what? You want it now?" So like, I'm half paying attention because I'm like watching something else. So I make him a sandwich and I give it to him, and he's like, something's wrong with the sandwich. There's something that's like really hard to chew in here. And I'm like, oh, well, it's probably because it's like regular spinach. They didn't have baby spinach at the store. And he's like, no, it's like really tough. So he unwraps because it was like a wrap. It wasn't like flat bread, it was like a tortilla kind of wrap thing.
Correct.
So he unwraps the sandwich, and I had left a piece of paper between the sheets of cheese, like the pieces of cheese. Sandwich, and I
Like
give it
the
to him,
paper
and
that they
he's
put to
like,
separate it.
Uh-oh.
something's so
So
wrong
he
with
had
the
eaten like
sandwich. Half a sheet of paper before,
Oh my gosh, he'd have a sheet
and
of paper.
and he swore that I did it on purpose.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I got demoted like on the world's okayest
What, you're
sandwich
no longer the
maker.
sandwich maker?
Well, I'm not the world's okayest. Like right now, I'm like maybe a D grade sandwich maker. So
I
yeah.
love it. I love it. It's great. It's
Sub
perfect.
subpar sandwich.
You guys keep
Yeah.
talking. I'll be right back. I've got to go drain the pea-sized bladder.
All
Yes,
right.
Stefan, it was definitely a subpar sandwich. And then I made Bags mad the other day because I was making pancakes and I fed his pancakes to my dogs. So, nobody's happy with my culinary skills right now. So, yeah.
It's all right. We're all good at something, bad at others.
All right. All right. Got another bag story, Stefan? Come on, lay it on us.
Not really. I don't really know any other ones. That was
What's
the best one that I told you before.
what's your most like frightening, boneheaded, you felt in over your head moment once you were on your own?
Oh, um, well, probably it was like my first solo experience. I guess I had to when I got off of Bags' truck, I went to I had to wait almost a week to get my truck. So Tim, my fleet manager, he called me up while I was at campus and he asked me if I wanted to recover a truck in New Mexico for we got like $700 for it because I wasn't gonna get paid if I sat around. Yeah, it kind of hit me right then as I grabbed it and just kind of it just hit, the whole reality sets in that this is what I'm doing and this is what I have to do. So yeah, it was a oh shit. I mean, might not be that big. It was an eye opener, especially the
Uh,
first time being by yourself.
well, I'm fortunate because I've always been team, but I
Yeah.
had to do the back of shame up in Wisconsin. You know that
No.
that Petro, I'm forgetting exactly where it is, but it's right at interchange.
Toma,
Um,
Wisconsin.
where did you say?
Toma, it's 90 and 94 junction.
Yes, I believe so.
Or
And it's
Portage. It might be Portage actually.
Oh no, Portage. Yes, it's Portage. So you know how it's got like that one entrance and then there's the exit, but if you go further down that road, that's like the entrance
Oh
to the
yeah.
ferry boat. I passed that entrance
Oh no.
and had to back like so far down the road. Like, and I was just terrified. So that was my bonehead trucker of the week moment. And because Eric was asleep and I'm just super trucking and I'm like, oh, I passed the entrance. Oh, that's okay. There's another entrance. Oh, I can't turn in here. So yeah, that's one of the things that's always amazing to me is hearing those horror stories, because it's just like a rite of passage of, something you screw up when you first go out on your own.
Yeah. I've never got myself into a situation like that. I mean, the only thing I could think of was actually recent. Was delivering at a beer distribution place. I think it was in um, Georgia somewhere. I can't exactly remember, but I went around. It was like in the middle. It was probably like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, so you couldn't see anything. And usually these beer distribution places, they're really small and they have like two docks on them, and you can basically just get there before like the night before your appointment, just park in a dock basically and wait for them to wake you up. I went around the building the wrong way to where I had to basically do a blind side 90 into the docks where there was no lights except one little light by the door to get. So basically I was backing up blind side with a flashlight
Oh
pointing
shit.
at the ground seeing where I'm at.
That's always fun.
Yeah. I had to like every time I would turn like where you and I would pull the brake and I would look out my window, my passenger window, and
Hmm.
shine the light back there, and then get back in the driver's seat, and then back up a couple feet and get back out and look out the passenger window with the flashlight. I did that for like a half hour trying to
Yeah,
get.
Greg said he did a truck recovery as well his first run. So I
Yeah,
think that's pretty common actually for students to
yeah,
do. Guys, don't forget the
yeah.
like button. Thumbs up, guys. Thumbs up. Yeah, I guess that's pretty common
Try
for
to
students to do.
know how to get to that like
Luckily,
button.
I got lucky. The truck wasn't in bad shape, other than the fact that mattress was missing. Uh, I had to buy triangles. I had to buy base, and that's the thing. It's like you're trying to do everything right your first time, and
Yep.
you buy the book, right? So it's like I'm looking at the fifth wheel. It was rusty, and I was like, oh, I need fifth wheel grease on that thing. And it's like I wasn't even pulling a load. I mean, I had an empty, but it was. And then it's like, oh, I don't have any fuses. I don't have triangles. I don't have the book. So I'm buying all this stuff because I don't want to screw anything up. And it was like my first time. So you're like paranoid about it.
You were
So
freaked out.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it was pretty fun. Now I don't care less. Well,
Have you
triangles is
Nice.
ever
one thing, but
have you ever worked really hard, like you really worked at it and got yourself into a dock only to realize that you're in the wrong dock and that the one that you had was easier than the one that you just put yourself in?
That's always great.
Eric just did that, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
I like it. I like it. That's pretty funny.
And the worst part is it
Love it.
all could have
Oh,
been
thank you.
avoided if I
Thank you for the
answered my
super chat.
phone.
That is super appreciated. Thank you, RN. Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
I remember this was back when I drove for Stevens back in 2012. It was it was the last load I did solo to where I was on my way to back to Texas, Dallas to turn my truck in because I had enough. I just didn't want to do anything. Well, I delivered to the Groveport. Was it Groveport, Ohio? The Craft.
Yep.
It
Yep.
was a
That's
drop and
it.
hook. Stevens does a lot of drop and hooks there. Well, I didn't know their whole process of drop and hooks, knowing if it is or isn't, it wasn't that great. So I got there and they said, okay, drop the trailer in this area. Well, I didn't get the whole grab and empty and you could leave kind of thing.
Hmm.
So I thought I was dropping the trailer. They were going to unload it and then they were going to give it back to me. So I went and parked somewhere. At the time, they allowed parking. Well, I sat there for like 20 hours waiting
Oh
for a
shit.
trailer, waiting from the to give me my trailer. So so in the morning I woke up and I was just like, I go to the guard check and they're like, you could have just grabbed an empty and just left.
And just
I
left.
had
Yeah.
no idea. Yeah,
No.
I had no idea. I had no idea, and I was like, that was it. I was just so upset, and so they said, just go grab an empty. They're along the fence line. So I grab an empty. I hooked up to it, and I didn't even look at the back if it was empty or not.
Oh my
So
gosh. Oh
I
my
hooked up to it.
gosh.
I hooked up to it. I pulled it all the way out of the spot, and I'm like, this thing doesn't feel empty. I go back and it's got a seal on it, and I'm like, oh my god. and it was in a super tight area, and I was just like, I did not want to put it back in the hole. I go up to the yard dog, and I was like, I'll give you $20 to put it back in the hole, and he did. I didn't want it, and then I went and looked at other trailers to see if they were empty. I was so fucking mad. I was so tired. The next load was getting me back to Texas. Drop that fucking truck off.
And if you guys
Well,
Oh, I
if you
hated it.
guys know Stefan, if he tells you he was mad, trust me, he was mad.
Yeah,
I
I was so
guarantee it.
fucking mad.
I
Oh
guarantee
well,
God.
I'm gonna
it.
leave this driver nameless just because like they would
Oh
hate to have
man.
their name out there. But I know a driver that when they were
Oh, I hope
new,
it ain't.
they no, it's not you. When they were new, they went to go do a drop and hook, and they got like a really old, beat up trailer. Like that was their
Mhm.
number. It's your trailer is like 1 6 something.
Yep.
So they're like, oh, okay. Well, this trailer is crappy. So they just went and grabbed a like
A new
brand
one.
new
Yep.
trailer. But the problem is they had no idea that's not how that works because when a trailer is loaded, you can't just take any trailer.
Oh my
So
gosh.
so then they were just trying to roll out with a completely different trailer, different load, and embarrass themselves and all that goodness. Luckily, it got caught before
We're
they
talking about,
exited the
okay, wait a minute, wait, you're
facility.
talking about someone picking up a load?
Yes, and they just thought they could just grab a trailer.
Wow. That's a trainer failure. Like as a
Yeah.
trainer, man, you have to make sure your students understand that when they're on their own, man, you have to get the trailer that's assigned to that load.
But come on, man. You know some of the students though.
You're right.
you
You're right.
so I
No,
mean,
Jen is right. Let's give it to her. She is correct in this situation.
sometimes
It can be pretty rough.
sometimes they leave more questions than answers.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. No doubt
Well,
about it.
my nighttime fleet manager dude got me pretty well.
Yeah.
I because it was right after I learned about 70-hour clock. Not too worried about you're not too worried about your 70-hour clock, but I learned about my 70-hour clock going to Macon, Georgia,
Oh.
that I had to stop and repower. I
Uh-huh.
think I told you, but they gave me their truck, which led me back up north. Um, and fleet manager dude, the night shift guy, sent me a load and said, "Hey, take it empty up to this up north, up in Iowa, I think it was."
I'll be right back, guys.
And hey, where are you going? But he said, "Hey, why don't we get a jump on this? We get up there early and get a jump on, getting there on time and everything." I'm thinking I got plenty of time to be up there, but I'm worried about my 70-hour clock and all that stuff. Learning the clocks. And so I head up there and end up sitting up there for like Stefan said, 20 hours. So I told Eric this, and Eric said, yeah, they kind of do that so they can get an empty up there and they can load it for you or load it for us, and we'll have another order. Well, I sit there, and there, of course, there's this guy that in front of me didn't check his lock jaws around his kingpin. He drops his trailer right in front of me.
That's
So that's cool.
That's
Yeah, I
cool.
loved how I get to sit there for like 20 hours because it wasn't Rex. Who was it, Jennifer? The other guy, Tim or
Michael.
Mike or something like that. Mike,
Michael.
yeah, yeah. So he got me good. Sucker
He got you good.
had me sitting up there for all day.
Well, because there's a difference between with your appointment window, like the earliest time and your drop dead time, and they don't always explain that. So there are certain locations you will learn
Yeah.
you go to the end of the appointment because that's your drop dead time. So yeah, it's that's education ain't free, man.
No, no, you're right. I know that now. But this time I'm up here I'm up here. Um, well, I I didn't have to stop, but I didn't want to leave here. It's a no, we can stay overnight here in Marshall, and so I'm going to stay here, reset my 10-hour clock so I can get an early start. Travel like two,
Where are
three
you at
o'clock in the
right now?
morning. Marshall, Missouri. I'm at
Oh, okay.
what is this? A cold storage for meat that goes to Target.
Oh, gotcha.
Um, how is it called? Not Tyson, but the other one. I can't think of
Uh,
it.
IBP,
No. Um, it's
Cargill,
like the other. Who?
Cargill.
Yeah, Cargill. Yeah.
Gotcha. Stefan, what has been your worst overage that you've had to deal with?
overage. Uh, well, I've had a couple, but I had like what was it? 12 cases of ribs. It was like $1,600. I donated it to a Salvation Army. Pallet of orange juice. I delivered that to
Are you there? Did we lose Stefan?
We
Look,
lost you,
Yvonne.
Stefan. Your green button is lit up, but you got no sound.
I haven't had any overages, but I had 42,000 pounds of bananas get rejected.
Oh, yes, because they were too cold.
Yeah.
So what ended up happening with that?
I had to, I took it back up to Jersey and at a produce place, some sort of banana place up in Jersey. I was going down to Virginia to deliver it. Yeah, the guy told me, yeah, we're going to reject the whole load. It was a Walmart, and I'm like, you're kidding, right? He goes, no. It's like my fifth or sixth delivery, run. So I'm like, what happened? Because they're too cold. What do you mean, my I haven't had any problem with my reefer, so what do you mean? Um, and, so, and finally I went back to call people, like, what do I do with 42,000 pounds of bananas? Um, Rex, the one goes, yeah, hey buddy, how you doing? Yeah, why don't we go back and talk to him and find out any more information? Yeah, that'd be great. Like, dude, I don't want to talk to you. But um, so I went back in there and he said, yeah, I talked to the quality control guy and he said there's nothing the driver did. They probably froze the banana because the core temperature of the bananas are
Sorry, folks. Sorry,
too
sorry, sorry.
cold.
What was that? Oh,
But
thank you. Thank you, Yvonne. That is so super fucking appreciated. All right, I'm
I don't see
back.
you in I don't see you in chat or I don't see you in. Oh, there you are. The
That is
delay.
so super appreciated. Sorry, guys. I was AFK for a little bit. It took me a few minutes, but I'm back. You don't worry about your DOT clock. So what happens if you run over it? You just run over it. You just run over it and be done with it. Eric and Jen is still eating
Isn't
on
that?
sausage biscuits. I'm
It
almost
was
afraid to
Yeah.
ask.
so
I'm
many. It
almost
was
afraid to ask
so
about the
many.
sausage biscuits.
We had a overage. It was like multiple cases of those Jimmy Dean breakfast
Yeah.
sandwiches and sausage
there we go.
patties and all of
Okay.
that.
Technical difficulty.
But real quick, Bags, I had tapped on the drop dead time versus the earliest time. So
Okay.
can you explain to RN the difference between drop dead time on your window
Okay. So
versus yeah.
Okay. So what happens is this. So if you get a pickup and it has like a big window, say it says 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. All right. That's an 8-hour window. 4 p.m. is your drop dead time. All right, 4 p.m. is when the latest time that they send you, that's your drop dead time. That's when the load is supposed to be ready by. Okay? So this
Yeah.
other crap at the beginning, it means nothing. All right? If it says 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., 4 p.m. is what you need to worry about, not the 8 a.m. All right? The 8 a.m. means nothing. That's just a way of your company, whoever it is, saying, hey, it's supposed to be ready sometime between, you need to worry about the 4 p.m. and not expect your load before the 4 p.m. because that's when your detention kicks in. Is that what you're talking about, Jenna? For detention?
Yes, RN had just asked for more information, so I figured that was a great topic for you to cover.
Yeah,
Um,
that's
al- yeah. Also, somebody asked you, how can they be sure not to annoy the piss out of their trainer because they're leaving for training in a few days?
um pack light. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this: pack light. All right, the lightest you can. But the biggest thing I can tell you is this: when you're training, make sure that you take time for yourself, giving them time for themselves. All right, whatever that may be. Like if they're driving, when you're in PSD and you're in the back, leave them alone. Let them have an hour. Close the curtain. Let them have an hour or two by themselves. All right. Give yourself that little bit of space. All right. Give yourself that little bit of space. It makes a huge difference in just the
It,
the overall attitude or the overall aura in the truck. All right. Give each other some space. Give your trainer some space when you need to. If you're at a truck stop and you're going to be there a while, Stefan will tell you, man, we got stuck in a blizzard. What did he do? He took his laptop, man. He went to TA in Iowa. He like hung out
yeah.
in there for like 7 hours one day playing a game, man. He had his space, I had mine. We had time to unwind and
I did that a lot.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
did that a lot.
Stefan did that a lot. Greg, my student Greg was another one, man. He would go walk. Like we would park for the night. He'd go walk for 5 miles. He'd
It's
take his
kind of hard
time.
to do that right now or lately because of COVID, because everything's like there's no lounges open and stuff like that.
So, essentially, what I said, do some trailers have GPS tracking for the customer? Yes, they do. So, a lot of prime
Oh yeah.
customers can see where their trailer is, what the temperature has been the entire time it's been loaded. They can look back and see it. They can do all that. Radio's on an app on our cell
And
phone. Yeah, yeah, Greg, I'd say that's it's a little shady, brother. Good for you.
one one thing about not pissing off your trainer would be to not to or listen to what the trainer says.
Yeah,
Even if the YouTube video you just watched says something
says
different,
something different,
they
listen to your trainer, right? Look,
yeah,
if and here's what
exactly.
I'll tell you. If you have a trainer and they are telling you something that you feel is 100% wrong, don't disagree with them and get in a fight with them. Don't do it.
Right.
Listen to what they say. If you have a question about it, pick up the phone and call the appropriate department, whether it be your training department, logs department, whoever it may be. Okay, you're not narking, just clarify the information, right? So if he's telling you something about your logs and you feel it's wrong, right? Your understanding is totally different. Don't fight with them. Just say, okay, I understand. Call the logs department and go, hey, I'm kind of having a disagreement with my trainer on something. Can you help me clarify what's going on so I understand exactly what I need to do? This is what I'm trying to do. This is what they're telling me to do. What do I need to do to stay legal? All right. Don't argue with your trainer about it. Listen to them. Accept what that's their opinion, and then make a phone call to if it need if it's something that needs that. Make a phone call and find out if it's right. That's what I would tell you to do because
And
having
I
that confrontation is not going to be good.
and I would add, don't make excuses for things that you're doing wrong.
Thank
A
you.
lot of
Thank you for the
a
super
lot
chat.
a lot of people have the tendency, especially females, that when stuff's going wrong, they'll just start crying and explaining that it's like, oh, it's because I don't like the way you're talking to me. And it's like, okay, but when you're about to run over somebody who's walking in a crosswalk, my tone's not going to be as friendly as it could be. So,
Correct.
you know, just
Yep.
just own up on your mistakes. Listen, don't fight. You don't know
Well,
everything.
here's the problem. You're going to have confrontations. Me and Stefan butted heads a couple times, right? But here we are sitting
I
here
was
two
just,
years
yeah, I
Oh,
later
I
was
could
talking.
thinking
see that
that.
Stefan's a
It's
dick.
going to happen, man. You put two individuals in a fucking box. All right, guys? You're putting two
Right.
people in a box. All right? For, Stefan stayed out his almost his entire training. I mean, I think we did like 25 or 20,000 miles before he went home the first time.
Yeah.
I think you were like 18 or
And,
19,000, man. I mean, that's a long
you know,
time to be in a box.
I think the reason, why we in it the us butting heads was just me being impatient with certain things. Like, what was it? I know I always follow the stupid
Thank you, RN. Thank you,
GPS,
RN. I appreciate
like
that.
the on the Qualcomm. Sometimes, like if you go by the animation on the Qualcomm, that'll screw you up, and I did that a couple times, and that
RN
what got
just
us in the
RN
fight.
came to the welcome squad, man. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thank you
I
for the
still
new
have to get
membership.
on. I still have to get on the computer to do that because I can't do it on the
Yeah, I
phone.
don't know why they have that set up like that. I don't know why but yeah, so it's little stuff. And what happens is this, okay? When you've been stuck in a box with somebody for 3 weeks, it doesn't take a lot. I promise you, the littlest thing, the
Move
littlest
my
thing,
sunglasses one more time.
Hey,
exactly. And that's what
hey,
Stefan was saying. It's the littlest thing, it'd be an animation on the clock, right? Where I understand what it means, but he's interpreting it as something different, right? Because
You
he's never
mean
Yeah.
seen it.
like turn right on road?
Whatever it may
Well,
be.
it's the Qualcomm GPS. It gives you the animation before the actual exit. So if
Correct.
there's an exit,
Yep.
it like for a clover leaf, for an example, if you're taking like you got the clover leaf that's like you take the right, and
Hmm.
then if you go to the next exit, it takes you the other way like a loop. Well, the animation shows that you should be taking the first one and not the second one. And I got messed up in Jersey, and that's our first fucking argument we had.
I don't,
On
Hey,
and
there
honestly,
Hawkins.
I
in
don't even
Jersey.
remember it. Honestly,
You got
I had
you
so
got
many, dude, I had so many students, so many arguments, like the little ones that were just like quick and over with. I don't even recall them. Like, I, I remember two arguments with students, and neither of them was with Stefan. They were with other students. One was with student Brown, all right, and I respect him greatly, and it was one of the best things about it is we had like an argument, like a real full blown argument, like pull this fucking truck over on the shoulder right now argument. I'm taking over. Um, 5 minutes later, we pulled into a truck stop and we sat. He sat in the passenger seat, I sat in the driver's seat, and we talked about it. All right, and we moved it. We moved beyond it. All right. That's the other thing I would recommend as a student. If you do have that moment with your trainer, and you're gonna have some of you are gonna have it. Me and Brown had it. I'm telling you, we had it. I mean, it was bad. And
hey, uh,
5 minutes later, he's sitting in the passenger seat. I'm sitting in the driver's seat, and we're talking. And I'm going, "Hey, I'm sorry. This is how I felt about it." He's saying, "Hey, this is what was going on in my mind." And I'm going, "You know what? I get it." He was driving at the time, and yeah, I was like, "You know what? I get it. I get it. I understand." And I'm sorry. And he was like, "Look, I'm sorry for snapping," and we moved on from it. We never brought it up again, you know. And so you have to get beyond those arguments. You have to let the water settle, and you have to get beyond it. Rail, what's going on, man?
hey, can you see what
Bags.
Greg?
Yeah,
Can you see what
Greg's.
Greg
And what
Gre-
do
comments?
you do if your trainer likes to drive on your clock? If your trainer is driving on your clock at all, I mean one single effing time, okay? You need to pick up the phone. You need to call somebody. Immediately get off the truck. All right? Immediately. I'm just telling you. Look, unless it's something that you and the trainer have talked about and you're okay with it. All right? But if you wake up one day and your trainer's driving on your truck, you need another truck. All right? That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I did not drive on students' clocks. All right? If I had a student, I did not drive on their clock. All right? I just didn't believe in it. Now I will tell you, I have moved my truck on a student's clock. When I say moved it, I mean I have went from a parking spot to a parking spot, or I have moved from a receiver to a truck stop very close. Um, I've done that. My brother, he drove 10 hours one day. We got to Walmart. We were unloading. He was sound asleep when they called for the paperwork. I went in and got the paperwork. I came back out to the truck. I still didn't have time. My brother still had an hour on his clock. Love's truck stop was 2.1 miles away. I drove the truck stop. All right. That kind of stuff happens. And the next morning we woke up. He goes, "Oh, we're at the Loves." I go, "Yeah, you drove us here. Don't you remember?" He just started chuckling. He knew. You know. Um, Look, I'm just being honest. I'm giving you reality, right? I don't drive a truck no more. I don't give a shit. I'm giving you reality. It's small stuff's going to happen. But if you have a trainer who jumps in the truck and drives his 10 hours or 11 hours, and then or his 14 runs out, and then he drives 5 hours on your clock, get off the fucking truck. All right? You need another trainer. Right, Greg. Right. You have to explain it. What if what if I think the truck needs to be weighed and the trainer doesn't and the student is driving? Here's the thing. All of Prime's trucks are equipped with the weight gauges. Look at them. All right? Just look at them. Look at your weight gauge in the truck. Look at the weight gauge in the trailer. All right? That's all I can tell you. Pull the knob. Look at it. Look, anything under 30-ish thousand, you're pretty much good in any hole. All right? Almost. Most loads. Other than that, just
That's what
use.
she said.
Oh man.
Oh
Can
yeah,
I meet
leave it
her?
to Jennifer.
Can I meet her? Um, so just
Oh,
just
Jennifer.
use your weight gauges if you're at Prime. All right. But if you're a student and you feel your truck needs to be weighed, weigh the truck, turn the receipt into Prime. Prime will take care of you. They'll charge back your trainer. You don't need to fight with them. It's very simple. If you're a student, your trainer refuses to weigh the truck. You got a 40,000 pound load. You're not comfortable with it. Pay the $11 out of your pocket. Send the receipts in to Prime to your fleet manager. Go, hey, look, my trainer didn't want to weigh it. I wasn't comfortable weighing it. It's not my job to pay for it. Here's the receipt. They're going to give you back your money. They're going to charge him $11, and he's going to learn next time he just needs to go ahead and weigh the truck. It's very simple. In a dust storm, I saw signs saying turn headlights off. Didn't understand. No, headlights on, brake lights off. All right, do not put. Well, here's the thing. They don't want your lights on the shoulder. Um, Let me get rid of the pea-sized bladder thing, and I'll explain the central amp. I'll be right
Oh
back.
damn, what is he,
So
pregnant?
it's once you break the seal. Once you break the
It's
seal.
that high. It's that blood pressure medication, man. That shit's that's the water tablet. It's
Oh,
like
no.
got diuretic in.
Hopper. So why don't
Yes.
you share with the class how beautiful and scenic the George Washington Bridge is?
Oh my God, Jennifer. Why? Why?
What?
Because it's too good not
Oh,
to share. If you
it's
want to
a
share.
$75 ticket or learning. It's not ticket.
You did what?
I didn't make my exit to go up Newark, go to Newark,
Like you were
and
Yeah.
talking about, Stefan, with the picture on the
Oh,
telecom.
yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
well, I was on the phone with somebody. Actually, I was on the phone with my former trainer. Somehow I missed the exit, or I missed whatever. I missed going to Newark, and I found myself on a George Washington, going to New York, and I'm like, oh, so he gets off the phone with
Okay,
me
I'm
so
back.
I can
So,
concentrate. So yeah, so I'm going across to George Washington, and I decided to take the first exit just to make a like a U-turn, take the exit, go right underneath the bridge or the overpass, and get right back on the I-95. Right? No,
It is.
as soon as
Oh.
as soon as you that first exit, there's two great big old signs that says no truck, and I'm already on the off ramp. They couldn't have put that sooner. No, I'm on the off ramp, and there's two great big old signs that says no truck. So what do? You gotta go left or right. So I went right. So I'm following the Hudson. I think it's the
Oh
Hudson
my
on my right,
god.
and I'm looking to get off this road as quickly as possible. Navajo, Navajo, I call her Navajo, is no help because she says out of route, go back to the road you were just on. The Garmin isn't helping much because she's saying you're on a road with that trucks aren't allowed.
I love it. I love it.
So I force it to send me somewhere. So it tells me to turn left, I turn left. It tells me to turn left again. Now I'm under the I-95, and this bridge is like 100 feet above me. No problem. Then Garmin tells me to turn left, and I look, and I get down there to turn left, and it takes me, or it wants to go underneath this overpass. That's at 12.5 or something like that.
Oh
I'm like,
god.
Just send
well,
it.
hell no.
Send it.
It's just
Well,
I ain't
but
going
here's the
that
thing.
way.
In Jersey and New York, if it's a yellow sign, I believe, um, it's
They
actually
were
a foot.
yellow.
You can add a foot or something to it, just so you know.
Don't trust that.
Yeah.
No, but it's
Yeah,
true though.
but
I
I
know,
wasn't
but
going to attempt. So I get all the way to the right. There's a 2-lane, or actually a 4-lane road that everybody's double parked on. So I get as far to the right as I can. There's cars blowing its horn at me to make a yeah. I can see everybody laughing their ass off in chat. Yeah, go ahead, laugh it up, people.
Welcome to New York, baby.
so,
Welcome to trucking.
so I so I make a U-turn, um, which was I barely nearly hit a sign, the trailer. Um,
I'll take you.
so I'm heading back, and Garmin tells me to turn left up here. Navajo is still, out of route. Go back. I'm like, no. Anyway, so then I turn left, and it says in a quarter of a mile, turn left on Broadway. I'm like, Broadway? And yeah, it's Broadway in New York. Yeah, it was down in the Bronx or Manhattan, not Manhattan, the Bronx or Yonkers or wherever. It wasn't New York City. No, it wasn't on Wall Street either. But but I was on Broadway for like a block and a half,
Nice. I
and
love
these
it.
people. Well, I had to. Then I was on this road for like I don't know, 50 blocks because it starts at 165th Avenue, 164th, 163. And these freaking New Yorkers, New Yorkers, I mean, not only are there buses and cars parked, double parked, triple parked, everything under the sun, you got these people that walk in between cars out into the road to cross the street. Well, one guy had his hoodie up, hands in his pockets, got two AirPods, whatever they're called, in his ears, and just walking across until I blow that horn. Man, that guy, that poor guy must have had a heart attack. He was up so high up in the air,
I
back
love
on the
it.
curb. I said, "Yeah, mofo, get your ass back on."
Yeah, you're correct. Yep. I was in Boston. I was
but
trying to get to a TA. The Navigo and Garmin sent me to this exit. No sign on the highway. There was road construction. No trucks. Yep. Yeah.
yeah, but Hopper, you forgot a major part of that story. What was hanging underneath your trailer the whole time?
No, no, no. I got that. Well, no, no. When did that happen?
Oh.
No,
It
it
was
was
that trip
fixed.
you were trying to go to TA.
But wait, there's more. Right,
No,
RN? Right?
no.
There's more.
Yeah, I was trying to get back to the TA to get the trailer fixed because on the way to my night, the right brake, the tandem, the
The
trailer
brake
brake
chamber.
chamber fell off the truck, and I'm cruising
The
at five
brake
o'clock in the
chamber.
morning, getting to my 90, and the truck felt like it was losing power, but really it was losing air because the brake chamber was
Yep.
dragging me
Yeah, the
on the
brake
trailer.
chamber's dragging behind
So
you.
I'm like pushing on the throttle. I downshift. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And it's coming to a stop. So I better pull off, get onto the shoulder. Well, like I said, the brake chamber, the road assist dude took it off, capped off the airline, and said, all right, you good to go to make your delivery. What? Yeah, you're good to go. Are
You're
you
good.
are you sure?
You got brakes on the
I'm
other
like,
side, buddy. You're good to go.
yeah. I mean, I get it fixed as soon as possible. You think? But yeah, he said you're good to go. And I tell Eric this, and well, somewhere along the line, he goes, "Dude, you're not going to that place in Newark, are you?" I'm like, "What place?" He goes, "Dude, that's a sketchy place. You don't want to be there at night. You know, and dude, you do not want to be there at night. It's sketchy." But luckily, it was a Sunday. I think it was Saturday or Sunday during the day. So I guess all the pill poppers, hoes, and pimps and everything had the day off because I didn't. But yeah, I get unloaded and I'm heading back to TA to get the trailer fixed. And it starts snowing, and that's when I make my way across the GW.
You finally get back. All right, so a couple things really quick. Essential
Oh
Man, the reason
god.
they don't want your lights on is because people follow lights in like snowstorms and dust storms. They follow lights. And if you hit the shoulder and you have your lights on and you're sitting there, all right, you're on the shoulder parked with your lights on. They see your tail lights are going to get behind you, thinking you're going straight, and they're going to rear end you. That's why it's safer. If you're in a dust storm, pull off of the road, turn all your lights off, and sit. All right, until the dust storm passes. If people see lights, they automatically want to follow those lights, right? We all do it in a snowstorm. All you truckers know what I'm talking about, right? When you're in a real bad snowstorm, what are you doing? You're watching the lights of the guy in front of you. That's why they want your lights off. All right. So
Or
the
lack of light.
or lack of lights. My Boston story. Yvonne's talking about a Boston story. My Boston story is this: me and my brother delivered a FedEx at Boston Logan the night of the World Series, Game 7, when Boston wins the game. So when we get there, the World Series is happening right there. You know, the Red Sox are playing. We get to FedEx. They have to live unload us. They have no empties. While we're unloading, the Red Sox win the World Series. All right. So now we're sitting at Boston Logan empty. So we have to leave. And so we go to leave. They've got the whole interstate shut down. All right, there's people everywhere walking down the interstate. They're all over the place with these, signs. They're partying, they're drinking. Red Sox just won the World Series. So we get on the highway, and same thing happened to me, Yvonne. Big sign, no trucks, no trucks. I had to like get off downtown Boston and drive around for like an hour. And my brother, like these little bitty tiny streets, right? You're barely making turns. Like I don't know how I didn't clip nobody. And my brother sitting in the passenger seat, shit-eating grin on his face. And I said, "What's so fucking funny?" He goes, "Cause you're driving and I'm not." You know. So it was. It's one of the experiences
Uh,
I'll never forget. That grin I'll never forget to this day. He had this shit-eating grin. He stayed up the whole time just sitting over there watching me, and I was just like, "What's so funny?" He's like, "You're driving and I'm not." It was,
Sounds like the kind of crap I would pull on Eric. Just sit there and just smile
yo.
smugly.
Oh, and it was bad. It was bad. There was cops everywhere. I mean, it was a terrible night. It was a terrible night. Greg saying in the oil field. Well, in the oil, dude, the oil fields are a different monster, Greg. Right? So if none of you are familiar, Greg started at Prime, did his training at Prime, did his. I think Greg's a veteran, so he did 9 months, and then went to the oil fields. And so yeah, and so he's been up there in North Dakota for quite a while. Oh yeah. Oh, Vaughn, it was terrible. Terrible, terrible. Every time I see Lunsford, Yvonne, I grew up with some kids that I knew from when I was like 13 and 15 down here in Florida, and their last name was Lunsford. It was what were their names? Donnie, um, Sylvia, and Rudy in Lunsford. So you bring back memories of my childhood every time I see you speak because I see that Lunsford name. But yeah, so that's my Boston story. It was a bad one. It was a bad night that night, but we made it out of there. We made it out. Let's say you're driving on
Hopper,
the
you said you got a ticket in New York.
Hopper
That when
got a
you got
No,
your
no,
ticket.
no.
ticket?
I meant no. I meant $35 toll. A
Oh,
toll.
okay.
Oh yeah, tolls are
I
dude.
thought it's a. I thought it was $100 to go over the GW.
It is. It's like
I think
Yeah,
no,
it's
that's what I
well,
thirty.
thought
it's
too.
like if you go at night, I think it's 80. If you go from like
Yeah,
11 p.m. to 5 a.m. or something, I think it's 80. But other than
I'd
that,
have
I
to
think it's a
look.
hundred bucks.
I thought it was 75.
Well, it might be with the pre-pass. With the pre-pass, it might be.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Look, I tried to stay out of there, right? Me and
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, yeah,
duh.
good call.
me, me, me and Bishop, me and Cedric, man, we had that one load. Man, sometimes they just get you. I'm sitting in California. They sent me one load out of Cal. I was in California. They sent me a load, right? It pays like 4 grand going to Ohio, and I'm like, no, I don't want it. There's better. It's produce season. I'm like, no, I don't want that shit. I want something better. So they sent me like a $6,500 load to Long Island.
It's a trap.
We
It's a
took it.
trap.
I made a video. There's a video on my YouTube.
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
to back backwards from the street all the way down the street around the building to get into the parking spot because there was no way to turn around back there. And I didn't want to blindside. So I literally went backwards like all the way around this building to do it. But it paid well, 6,500 bucks. Um, that'll make or break a week for a trainer, man. You pull 6,500 bucks in 3 days as a trainer, you're having a good week. You're about to have a 10K week and a $4,000 or $5,000 check. So it's hard to pass that up. Pleasant memories.
That's
So Hoser's saying it's
really
$145 right now for 5 axles over the GW. Hoser, but Prime gets the pre-pass discount, and it's pretty big, so it's probably 100 bucks.
probably. Hold on, I'll find it. I've got it. I
I
printed
won't
them off when I was
I
at
won't go up in
Prime.
the Northeast anymore. Yvonne, I don't blame you. The Northeast is a shit show. Chad Rich hates the Northeast.
You know,
I miss my buddy
yeah,
Chad. We're gonna get Chad in here. I'm determined to get Chad Rich into this channel, into this show, into this trucking show, sometime in the future. Maybe
Is he
next
still
Sunday.
doing is he still doing yoga?
I don't know. He's back on the road. So he was doing yoga. Um, I don't know if he's still doing it, but how do you back forward, right? Asking for a friend. No, I had to back all the way around the building, dude. Like, so the way it worked is it was a produce place. It was our last drop. We had 3 drops. It was our last one. It was in Long Island. Actually, maybe it was 3 pickups and a drop. Whatever it was. This was our last stop, and it was super tight all the way around this building in Long Island. And so the easiest way to do it was to just back from the street all the way around the building to get into the parking spots. And we're talking about they probably had 20 doors. All right, we're not talking about like one place that had 1 or 2 doors. It's like 20 doors. And we sat there, me and Cedric sat there and watched all these people trying to back in, man. They just couldn't do it. And they ended up dropping their trailer, and the yard guy backed them in, and then they got underneath their trailer. But I was determined. I was determined. I told Cedric, I said, man, I'm gonna do this. And he's like, dude, there's no way, there's no way. And I'm like, that man feeling like, oh man, I'm gonna do
Hold
this.
my beer.
Hold my beer. Yep, here, hold my beer. So I backed that shit from the street all the way around this building. Like, and we're talking like quarter mile distance, all right, from the street all the way down one side, all the way around the back side of the building. I backed it and got it in like 3 pull-ups. So I was proud, man. I made a YouTube video about it. Used the dash cam footage as for a YouTube video. It was good shit. It was good stuff.
Es- Essential. Pretty much anybody who has been driving this particular winter has auditioned for Ice Road Truckers.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
It's
yeah. This
been
is
Yeah.
awful. It has been absolute hell.
yeah. It's
Yes,
been a
it
rough
has.
winter. That's for
I've
sure.
been doing pretty good dodging all this.
That's
Oh,
always
I
good when
haven't.
you can dodge it. Like if I felt like if I went through winter and I hit less than 5, 5 or less storms, I felt like I had a successful winter.
I
That was
know,
kind
me
of
and you were training. If it seemed like every time we see a flurry, man, we'd be parking it.
yeah. So Stefan, tell you, y'all know I'm down here in Florida, man. I grew up down here, right? I got a pool right now. It's February. I could jump in this pool right now. It's that warm. Um,
Yeah.
I don't drive in snow, man. Stefan's used to it. He's from Minnesota. Like we hit snow. I'm like, dude, you're driving, man. I'm out. I'm not getting in the passenger
Yeah.
seat, boy. I'm out. I'm done. You can drive, man. I don't drive in this shit. Um,
I remember, yeah, we were going through Montana, and you're like, I was driving, I didn't have a problem with it. You'd be like, let's just pull in here, let's just park it, we'll
yeah,
park
I
it
was like, he's like tearing it up. I'm like, no,
here.
I'm
I'm
not.
like, seriously?
I'm not dying
So I was
today.
like, I'm
Get
like,
me
all right.
out. Get me out. See, Essential Man will tell you. He's down in Houston, man. He's like, he don't want to drive in that shit either. He's in a car. Yeah, like the very first time, my rule has always been the first time I feel any kind of slip, I'm done.
Yeah,
Like that's it. I'm
yeah.
over with.
That's
I'm ready to
it. Just
park it.
twists your stomach.
Yeah, I mean it's a scary situation. It's a scary situation, and so I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is.
So, so on the crazy backing, having to back in off the
Yep.
street and
Yep.
crazy blind sides and all that, I have an advantage that you gentlemen don't have that I know
Yeah,
that it makes Hopper very jealous, but
yeah.
for whatever magical reason, any shipper or receiver I walk into, if it's like a really tight location, they just always volunteer that I can drop my trailer and they'll put it in the door,
You have
or they'll
boobs.
give me the easiest door
You have
Yeah.
boobs. We don't have that.
and apparently look totally incompetent. But yeah, it's
Well, they just trying to
Eric's
make it
not
easy.
complaining.
They're just trying to make it easy. That's all they're trying to do.
Yeah, my toll charged me
Yeah,
$74 and
like if you were my student, you would always take the paperwork in. Like always. Like if
Eric
Jenna
does
was
it.
if Jenna was on my truck, Jenna would always deal with shipping and receiving. Okay, always, because you just women have just an advantage, right? Because they're women, and like for me, like I respect women beyond like so some of you follow my Twitter or not my Twitter, my Twitch. Some of you follow my Twitch. You understand, right? You've seen it before. You've seen me, right? When I'm walking out of a restaurant, I don't care if I've got freaking 5 bags in my hands, right? I'm holding a door for a woman. I don't care what she looks like. I don't care how old she is. I don't care what color she is. If it's a woman, I'm holding the door for her, okay? It's a respect thing for women. And if I have a woman on my truck, she's handling all the paperwork because she's going to get a different kind of respect from the shipping and receiving department more than likely than I would. And so you're always going to the freaking office. I don't care. You're getting out of
Yep.
bed. Go. Take it in
Yep.
there. Try to make life a little easier. We might get in a little quicker. They might give us the easier door, whatever it may be. You're taking the paperwork in because life's about to get better.
Well, it's like we had that one of the many repowers from hell, and we went to a large distribution center for a very large chain of stores. Uh,
Uh-huh. She went to
we all
Walmart.
know who they
Go
are.
ahead.
Yeah. So, and they don't like when you're late at all,
No.
ever,
No.
you know. So, I rolled up and just told Eric to hide in the back.
Hide in the back.
And I'm 4 hours late to this particular Walmart. And the guy is just smiling at me when I get out of the truck. And he's like, young woman, do you have any idea what time your appointment time was? And I was like, yes, sir, about 4.5 hours ago.
Wow.
And he was like, and do we have a reason for this? And I was like, well, yeah, I picked it up late. It was already, the repower, like I was repowering, the guy met me late, if there's anything you could do to help me. And then I just put the sad puppy face on, and they changed it from a live unload to a drop and hook and marked me as on time. That would
Wow.
never happen if you're a guy.
Yeah,
Because I was
Johnson's,
just,
that's Jenna.
yeah, I was just nice about it, and I was like, yeah, I'm 4.5 hours late, and if you could just not, tell my work that I'm late, that would be great, because I don't want to get in trouble. Like, they knew I was late, like Prime knew I was late,
Oh
but
yeah.
they were just like, do your best. So my fleet manager was like, do I even want to know how you got them to take that? And I was like, no, you don't.
If
No,
you're
you don't.
Did just
if
tell
you're
it
a
next time.
team
Go ahead, Stefan.
I said if you're a team, you could just do your arrival call while you're driving.
Jenna, next time just tell if dispatch asks you, just say, "Yeah, I gave him my OnlyFans. I
You
gave him
gave him
my
what?
I gave him my OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah.
I gave him my OnlyFans. That's all."
The, the worst part is our fleet manager knows our YouTube channel, so if I
Yeah.
said that I had a OnlyFans, he would probably believe it.
Now, Piggy, it works. It should work for all women. Like women deserve a different kind of respect. Like seriously, like okay, so I make plenty of jokes. I'm telling you all, y'all have no idea the amount of respect I have for women in general. All right, because of my mother and seeing what she went through. My mother was married 7 times. She had 5 abusive husbands, 2 good husbands. My dad, thank God, was one of them. But she had 5 abusive husbands. So like women deserve respect beyond anything because they carry children. And y'all think I'm laughing because guys don't understand. Like my mom had 9 effing kids. All right,
God.
y'all, and it just gave me a new respect for women. All right, that's just the way I feel about it. So, Piggy, I hope it helps for all women. Shape, size, color, religion, it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. A woman is a woman, and that's just the way I feel about it. All right. All right. The
I
truckers,
really appreciate that, Bags. That's very
well,
nice of you to say.
it's just the truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, but I mean,
Not
I just wish
fair.
more people felt like that.
Let's
Not
see.
fair.
It's not fair. The truckers back in the day have clock limits like we do now. Well, here's the thing, Essential Man. Before electronic logs, everything was on paper. You could write whatever the fuck you wanted on it. All right, like that's the reality of it. Like when I trucked in 1998 for 6 months, 6 months only. All right, I actually started trucking. All right, 2006. All right, so 1998 I trucked for 6 months. I was 23 years old. We had paper logs. Like every 7 days, I would throw the book away and start a new one. That's just how I would do it. I mean, that's just what you did back then. It didn't matter. There was no way for them to keep track of it other than your fuel stops, right? So all they would do is check and see when you used your fuel card. So did this guy age 20 years? No, I didn't age. Dude, I'm 45, dude. I'm already
Dude.
45, game cop. What the fuck do you mean did I age 20 years? I'm 45 years old, dude. I'm not 25. I'm 45 years old,
Damn.
Kick his
asshole.
ass! Kick his
No, I'm
ass!
just
Damn.
saying I'm
Yeah.
45, dude.
Damn. That.
I'm 5 years from 50, man. Did I age 20 years? Holy shit, dude. Did I age 20? No, I'm 45, dude. I look my age. Like I feel like I look 45. I'm not too worried about it. All right, I've never cheated paper logs or my crayon book, right, Hampton? All right, Picky says I already work in a very male-dominated field. I earned respect. I have, but I can't. But I can take a joke. I'll be fine. Yeah. Well, look, no, Picky. Honestly, man, like it doesn't have to do with the field you're in. Like, hey, look, every driver is a driver. I've always felt that way. Um, you look way on your clips in your truck. I'm 45, brother. I'm 45, man. I've lost about I've lost about 35 or 40 pounds since I quit trucking. So I
Yes.
run, I,
Just
I
call
ride a
him.
bike.
Just Gamecock. Just say yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yo, you're an asshole,
RJ.
dude. So my Twitch followers understand the sir thing. Like nothing. So I work in a currently I work in a college area, right? And with like all these college hotties, and it fucking drives me crazy when they call me sir, because I'm like, I just looked at you in a way that you should not be calling me sir. Just saying. I just looked at you
Hey.
and you should not be calling me sir. That's
Hey,
all.
Johnson's Logic.
I don't look like a twig. I don't look like a twig, right?
Night
Guys, I'm not that.
ha
Look,
hashtag Night
I'm not
Prime.
that
I'm
small.
so glad you're
I'm not.
here.
I'm not big, but I'm not small either. All right. But I run a lot. So those who follow my Twitch, they know. I ran 4 miles the other day. Ran 4 miles, not walked and ran. I ran 4 miles. So I run a lot. I biked a lot this summer. I'm just trying to be healthier, guys. I'm just trying to be healthier. That's all. We had a woman working at my company, but I thought she was a guy. I only found out she was a woman after she quit. No, that happens too, Greg. That happens, man. You know, funny story about that is it's a true story. We had a Super Bowl party here at the house. We had, I don't know, 12, 15 people here. This is my sister's house. And there was an older couple who brought their kids, adult kids, not little kids, adult kids. And so after everybody left, I was talking to my sister and I was like, yeah, what about the couple who had their two boys with them? She was like, we didn't have nobody here with two boys. I go, what do you mean you didn't have? Yeah, you did. She goes, no, so and so were here. They had their son and their daughter. I'm like, wait a minute.
Ooh.
I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. I'm like, black curly hair, sitting right there. She's like, yeah, that's a girl. That's a 21-year-old girl. I went,
Oh my God.
whoa. I'm like, I totally thought that was a guy. And she's like, oh, don't worry about it because she doesn't care because she's asexual or whatever it is. I have no
Oh,
idea what that means, but okay, so that happens. There's nothing you can do about it. What's up, Dud?
yeah. I
Do
got
dog.
I was pretty shocked when I went to a California truck stop and it said gender neutral on the restroom sign.
Yes, yes. California have a lot of gender neutral bathrooms. They do, they do. All right, I got
Like, oh
pea-sized
my
bladders
gosh,
kicking in, guys. I'll be right back.
dude,
Fuck you. I
must
gotta
be
pee.
having
I'll be right
triplets.
back.
Tips.
It's so quiet now.
I know it is. We should get Johnson's Logic on Discord chat.
Yeah, Ross, are you on Bag's Discord? If not, I can go ahead and send it to you and you can jump on the voice channel.
Jenna and Eric have a YouTube channel. It's called Drivers Lineup. And they also have a Discord for Drivers Lineup. There's what are we at? 400? Did Eric say 400 people on Discord? Jennifer?
Yeah, that sounds about right. It's a lot, there's a lot of people on there.
Got lots of information. Eric tries to put out like a video a day practically.
Yeah, his goal is to just beat Ross at everything. He just wakes up in the morning and just wants to beat Ross.
Yeah, that's right. Jennifer does have her own channel, but it's inactive.
Well, it's not really a channel, it's just like my profile for
Right.
YouTube. Yeah. And if I had content on there, it would just be like dash cam footage of me eating crap in front of the truck.
All right, I'm back. I'm back. So I was trying to get a shot of tequila for y'all. I was gonna do a shot of tequila with y'all before I went for the night. It's gonna be a minute though. Let's see. At least
Well,
he's not peeing in. Right, right. Those days are over. Okay, so Hampton, funny story. I always thought when trucking was over, peeing in bottles would be over. Then my 5-year-old started potty training in a one-bathroom house. Them day, next thing you know, I'm peeing in bottles again, right? Because every time you got to pee, you got a 5-year-old sitting on the toilet trying to, drop a deuce, and so you end up having to use a bottle.
Crickets.
Crickets,
yeah.
right? Crickets, crickets.
Hey, I'm laughing. It's not picking it up.
Ross. Hey, bud.
Well, it's true though. It's true. You think it's over, and then you start potty training a kid, and then you realize it's not. You
That
Eric
is
realize it's
tries to
true.
not.
beat
That is true.
Johnson's logic. Tries to beat what? A video a day or something.
A video a day. Video a day is hard to do, man. I'm gonna tell you, as someone who's does social media
Oh,
every day, right? So my
yeah.
look, guys, all because I don't do YouTube every day. Some of you only know me here on YouTube. All right. I have a Twitch channel that I am on every day in some form or fashion, whether it be Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, doing Warzone, or I'm out delivering food. A video a day is tough. It's tough. It really is. So if you can pull a video a day, you're doing very well. All right. Let me catch up with
Sometimes
chat.
he does a video and a live.
Yeah, sometimes I do a video and a live. Yeah. Man, you have a weak bladder. I do, Kenworth. Once I break the seal on it, brother, it's over. Like this is had 2, 4, 5. This is I just finished number 6. I don't drink very much anymore. Um, so when I first came off the road, guys, I drank a lot. I'll just be honest with you, I drank a lot.
Six
Um,
1 liters of Diet Mountain Dew.
oh, dude, Stephon will tell you about the Mountain Dew. Y'all think I used to kid about that? Stephon saw it firsthand. Six
Yeah,
1 liters a day.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it was six one
That is
liters a day.
not healthy.
No, but that's
How,
that's what I used to do. I used to do that, 6 1 liters a day. I do
and
have
you haven't had your gallbladder removed? You
hell
haven't
no,
had kidney stones?
no. Hey guys, just so you all know what's going on too, we've talked. Me and Jenna and Eric have talked about it. I will be coming to Springfield, Missouri, when they get their new truck. We're gonna do a meet and greet. I'm gonna step in and kind of be like a just show up kind of guest guy. I don't know what the fuck you want to call it, but I'm going to be there. We're gonna have a meet and greet. I'm going to be a part of it. Jenna's working out the details eventually. I think. I think. Am I wrong
We're
on
doing
that?
this at Fire and
No,
Ice or the
I'm
convention.
going to. Yeah.
Yeah, it will be. I think we're gonna have a meeting room at Fire Nice. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but
Uh,
Yeah, you
yeah.
think I
We're
would be
we're gonna.
involved in it, but no.
do what?
You know what? I don't want to hear your shit today, Hopper. Like, I just don't want to hear your shit.
Right. Hopper has those days. So yeah, guys, I am going to make an appearance in Springfield. I'm committing to it. I'm going to be there, and we're going to do a meet and greet with Jenna. Whether or not Prime has their picnic and a 5K and all that, it doesn't even matter. We're going to base it around when they get their new truck, and we're going to do it.
When is when is that, Jennifer?
I think what's their
Um,
preliminary
it's
date?
it's
Uh,
around 4th of July.
around the 4th of July. Yeah, it's going to be sometime around the 4th. Is it better to pay out of your pocket for Cito to go to the company? Rail, my honest opinion, if you can afford it, if you have the money, pay it out of your pocket. All right? You don't have to give no commitment to nobody. Just pay it out of your pocket and do what you need to do. That's just my opinion. Now, I will tell you,
Yes,
Prime will put you on the hook either way, I think. Right, Hopper? Didn't they put you on the hook too for 9 months?
or no,
They did
they
not.
did not.
Okay.
But
Okay.
they did put me for 60,000 miles.
But you're not on the hook for 9 months.
No.
Okay. So now I will tell you, a lot of things are changing at different companies. Prime is one of them. You guys know Prime just settled a big lawsuit. They're or in the process of settling a big lawsuit. Part of that is the training. Um, People who trained at Prime in the past, and Prime's been reporting to credit agencies saying they owe them money, and okay, um, they're going to wipe all that away. But I don't know how they're going to change it moving forward. But yeah, if anybody wants to come in, you're more than welcome to come into the voice chat. Hey, look, guys, this is Sunday Night Truck and Talk. You're more than welcome to come on in. Come to Discord, join the general chat, the voice chat, and be part of it. Like you're more than welcome to be a part of it. I don't care who you are. You just come on in. If as long as you keep it right, right, and we're talking about trucking, right, you're more than welcome to be a part of it. So if you get out of hand, we'll just kick you out. Don't worry. We'll just ban you and be done with it. It's great.
Jeffro, it was more of a comeback later. It was friendly.
Jeffro got to come. Hey, look, I got fired. Jeffro, I got fired too. I still used to get a bill from Prime. I no longer get a bill from Prime. I used to get a bill from Prime every month for like 1,200 bucks, 12 or 14 or something like that. I no longer get a bill from them. They get it disappeared. So I guess I got enough applicants off of my YouTube that they just made it disappear. But it's gone. No, I no longer get the bill. I no longer get
Yeah,
it. I actually got a
that's
nice I actually got a nice message from Prime. I'll share it with you guys. This is recent. Look, I love Prime. All right, y'all know that. I mean, we're still talking about Prime right here today. All right. I don't have it in front of me. You know what? I can get it in front of me though. Let me pull up my Instagram, guys, and I will share this with you. So Hopper recently got well, basically what spotlighted Hopper? Is that the way to say
I
it?
well, what happened was someone suggested I submit that picture to a Prime
Yeah. So
website,
so Hopper submitted a
and
picture, and Prime put it up on Instagram, and I made a comment on
Instagram,
there.
Facebook,
Yeah.
and the LinkedIn
Yeah, and
and
so I made
link
a comment on this. They Prime took a picture of Hopper's, put it on Facebook or on Instagram. So I made a comment on it. I said, even though I'm not at Prime, to see my social media family continue to choose to choose the path of the best company on the highway is a great feeling. Congratulations, brother. It's been a long journey, and I can't wait to see how it evolves. Okay, so that's the comment I made on the picture after Prime posted it, not Hopper, but Prime.
right,
And
right.
Prime responded, "Hey, Crazy Bags on Twitch, we miss you. Thanks for the continued support. We continue to have people tell us that they came to Prime because of you. You've made a positive impact on people's life." That's a great feeling, man. Um,
Yeah, I saw that too.
yeah, look. My relationship with Prime is not bad. All right, it's it's not. It's one of what's up. I do want a shot of tequila. All right, guys, I'll be right back with a shot. I'm gonna go take a shot of tequila, and then I'll be right back, and we'll finish this conversation. Hold on.
oh Lord.
Jesus, Tequila Rose. Make sure you say Tequila Rose.
I'm never
Won't be for.
drinking again, Hopper.
Yeah,
It's
I've
Ross's
heard
fault.
that.
Like, I'm
I've
seriously never
I've
drinking
heard
again.
that before.
Mm-mm. I have not drank since the engagement. It's not gonna
Thank you,
happen.
Jeffro. Yeah, I like that picture too. It's on my what do you call it? Wallpaper on my phone. It's both my phone.
Ross, me? Did you text me?
That's that's my pot of gold at the end of the
Oh,
rainbow.
never mind.
Ms.
I
Ruby.
misread that. Stefan, you still alive?
And
Yeah.
You fading out?
what's that?
I asked if you were fading out.
Uh, listening.
Now, who was it that asked about someone? Greg, get go with Prime or get your CDL. I went to a private CDL school, and to me, in my opinion and my experience, only my experience, it was a waste of my. They, it was the worst experience of my life for 3 weeks. They gave you, they gave me like this 3-page sheet and says, "Here's your backing instructions. Go do it." And it was the worst. I would, if I could do things differently, I would go to Prime and to go through their year-long school and year-long commitment after that. But Bags is right. If you can get your CDL outside of a signed contract that you have to stick with that company for a year, 9 months to a year, because you can pick up and leave with your CDL and go anywhere you want. Without commitment, it's kind of hard to do. But if I could do it differently, I would go to Prime and get my CDL out with them.
Prime, why do we have? Okay, we have messages retracted. Okay, whatever. I can't read them, but gotta
Yeah,
love the Amazon.
Jennifer retracted her message.
Yeah, it says
The
RN
heck
and
did she put?
Jenna both. I don't know, but I just drank two doubles of tequila, so I just had
It's all
four
good.
shots.
It's all
I just
good.
had four shots of tequila. So
I'll text you about it,
okay,
Bags.
okay, you can do that. But yeah, so my relationship with Prime is good. All right. Look, I broke the golden. Excuse me. I broke the golden rule of training. That's why I'm no longer at Prime, right, guys? There's no other reason why I'm not at Prime. All right, other than I broke the golden rule of training and I had a relationship with a student. That's it, period. All right, a 100% legal consensual relationship, but it's still violated company policy. So that's why I'm no longer there. Other than that, um, I'd still be there. I'd still be there today. I believe that.
Uh, yeah, I mean,
Well,
it's not like you started it while you were training.
Correct. Yeah, and see, that's the other
Way,
thing that people need to understand is this is a relationship that started prior to the training, and it just turned into a big heaping mess. Um,
yeah,
well,
you were involved while you were training others.
correct. Yeah, I was training another
yeah.
student. Yep.
Well, Bags, if it makes you feel better, Eric tried to give you a run for your money, and he tried to knock up his trainee the entire time that she was in training. So, you know,
That's the way it
it's
goes
okay.
sometimes.
It happens.
It does happen. It does happen. But no, I mean, look, so that's why I no longer work there. There's no other reason. That's it. Look, and honestly, here's the truth. Here's the honest truth. I could have went in that office that day and I could have said, "This bitch is crazy. I have no idea what she's talking about." Right? Just like I'm looking at y'all right now, I could have said that to them. Right? I'd still be working at Prime today. All right? I'd still be there. Um, but I'm not that type of guy. So when it all came up, I said, you know what? Yes, we were involved in a relationship. That has nothing to do with why we're here, but yes, we were involved. That's why I no longer work there. So I'd rather walk away with my head up, knowing that I didn't
Right.
have to tell a lie, and that's why I am not employed by Prime Inc. He dipped his wick in crate. Fucking RN, this one's for you, buddy. This one's for you. That's all. I'm just gonna say it like that. This one's for you. I'm not gonna go beyond that. If I could be different, I would have started somewhere like Swift, make my mistakes there, and then go to Prime. Yeah, that. Look, if you are an experienced driver, all right. We talked about this last week, last Sunday. There's like an entire little group, all right, of FFE drivers that came to Prime who now see the light, all right, and they're doing great, and they're making more money than they ever have. They feel more respected than they ever have, and they're enjoying trucking, all right. If you are an experienced driver, do not let the lease payment scare you. Go to Prime, okay? I'm just telling you. Do not look at that lease payment and let it scare you. Go to Prime, all right? Call Dustin Hensley over in recruiting. Go to Prime, and I'm telling you, your life will be better, all right? I spent all that time on the road, 14 years, folks. 14 years on the road. You're not going to have a better experience than you do at Prime Inc. All right, and I am not affiliated with Prime Inc. They do not pay me to advertise them. I make zero money from Prime Inc. Okay, zero. But I'm telling you, as an individual, that's where you need to be. That's where you will profit the most for your work. All right. So, but disclaimer is, I make zero from Prime. All right. They in no way fund me, pay me. They have nothing to do with anything I do. All right. We're not affiliated together at all, other than the fact that I work there. That's just the way it is. 3.5 minutes. You're my kind of girl. Wait a minute. Who said that? Oh, it was Jenna. Yeah, there you go. 3.5 minutes, Jenna. That's about right.
Oh, sweet Lord. We're talking about T minus. Ross said T minus 8 minutes until you have to go pee again. And I said
Yeah,
more like 3.5.
probably. Like I said, I just took 2 doubles of tequila. I literally just had 2 doubles of tequila. They are ratting me out, man. What's up with that?
we are we are great friends.
Hey guys,
We're all
don't forget.
friends.
Hey, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the thumbs up button, guys. If you want to support the channel, hit the member button. All right. Join memberships here are low, man. Like I said, a membership of like $1.99 or something, guys. Become a member. All right.
It's
Um,
totally worth the Sunday trucking
right.
talk.
We're gonna
It's
do
going to be
Sunday.
epic. We're going to keep doing
Every
it. It's a
every
thing.
single Sunday, we are gonna be here
Oh,
at 9 p.m. All right. Sundays,
Jennifer.
9 p.m. every week. And if we grow, here's what I'll tell you. The very first time we hit 100 viewers, we'll go to
Oh
Wednesday
my
and
gosh.
Sunday. We'll go to Wednesday
Yeah,
and Sunday. We'll bring up a second day. The first
Jen,
time we hit 100 viewers, we'll go to Wednesday and Sunday. We'll do two
all right,
nights a week.
people in chat. How many of you follow Bags on his Twitch?
Oh,
How many of you remember him saying, "This is my schedule. Here's how my schedule going to be. Here, going to do this, that, and
Hopper,
the other.
every
Like
Sunday,
Thursday, Friday,
9 p.m.
Saturday. Thursday,
Hopper, every
Thursday.
Sunday, 9 p.m.
Hopper, I will put you on mute.
Yes,
You
I'm
will be
about to. Yes,
punished.
yes. You know what? Let me
Am
get
I
into.
am I
Hold
lying?
on. I need
Am
to
I
get in my.
lying?
I need to get in my Discord really quick and give Jenna privileges, like master privileges of everything. Where's Jenna at?
Am I lying?
I don't
Am I
already have
lying?
master
What can
privileges
we?
of everything.
Fuck.
Jeez.
I don't. Can I do that? Is there a way to do
I
that?
I have
Rolls.
no
Oh,
idea.
there's a roll. I can make a roll. Let's see. New roll. Let's see. Queen Jenna. Can I do this? Oh, it's not letting me yet. So, um, we're gonna do something. We'll kick Hopper out of chat if we have to.
Oh my gosh. Now that'd be fine if I was lying, but am I lying?
No, but Hopper, this is one night a week about trucking. Trust me, I'm going to be here every Sunday 9 p.m.
Okay.
Every
Okay.
Sunday
So
9 p.m. we will be here.
hey people, click the bell button to get your notification because I'm telling you right now.
Hopper,
I'm telling you right now.
it's one day a week, 9 p.m. right here. And the first time
Okay.
we hit 100, we'll go to Wednesday and Sunday. All right, we hit in the 50s today. Actually, I think we're like 63 today. So we're not that far off. A couple more weeks, we'll be there. What do I miss most about trucking? Okay, I'm gonna sound stupid, but how to do the membership? Al, I honestly I don't know, dude. Just if you're at my channel, there's a button that says membership. It doesn't do it
It
on
says
mobile though,
join.
so it doesn't do it on mobile. Railroad said we need to
If you're
grind some
on,
Cold War. I'm not a Cold War fan, Rail. I'm a Warzone fan and a Modern Warfare fan, not a Cold War fan per se. But you know what? I'll be glad to grind with you if that's what you're doing one day.
There, the option is there. There
Click
is
join
the
button
option.
under the share button.
You
There you go.
you click the X to close chat out, and then when you close chat out, you'll see Crazy Bags and subscribe and join.
All right, so let's see. Zach says, "What do you miss most about trucking?" I've talked about this. I'll always talk about this. I miss my people, man. I miss you all, and that's why we're doing this. Like, thank you, Yvonne. Thank you for that. Thank you for joining, um, being a member. Um, I miss you guys, and there's another one. Thank you, Hopper. Um, Jenna's been on me about doing YouTube, right? So Jenna has been kind of the kick in the pants to, hey, you need to start doing more content on trucking. And I'm just like, I don't know, I mean, I haven't been trucking in a year. And she's like, no, you don't understand that, man. We love you, man. Come back and do some trucking content. So we're doing this, and I don't have to truck to talk trucking, right? You all talk trucking right here in my ears, right? Jenna, Hopper, Stefan, y'all
Yep.
are talking trucking right here in my ears, right? And I can just
yeah,
participate and be a part of it, and so that makes it great. Thank you, Hopper. Thank you, Barnhill. Appreciate it. Welcoming everybody. Um, love it, love it, love it, love it. Every
Yeah,
Sunday,
if you're,
9 p.m.
I guess if you're on the Apple, if you or your iPhone, be there. But for Android, close chat, click that X, and next to Crazy Bag's channel, there's a subscribe, and then a join.
Love it, guys. Thank you. Love it. Thank you. Um, yeah, and that's what's gonna keep this going, man. I mean, that lets me know. That lets me know. Look, Stefan, thank you, bud. That lets me know
I
you
thought
guys
I
like
did
the
it
content.
already, but I guess I didn't.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we want to do. This is what we want to
Oh,
do.
that was on Twitch. Now I did.
Yeah, it was probably on Twitch. Yeah, it was probably on Twitch. But yeah, we're gonna do this every Sunday, and then, like I said, probably in a month or so, we'll probably be to 2 days a week, probably Wednesday and Sundays, because I don't want to wear y'all out. So we'll wait. We'll wait until we get like 100 viewers at a time, and then we'll skip and do the next step. But yeah, this is fun, man. This is fun. Headed out to Atlanta. All right, Barnhill. Yeah, you know what, guys? We've done like almost 3 hours tonight. It's almost midnight. It's probably time to wrap it up.
I'm
Um,
falling aslead.
yeah, thank y'all for being here. I do look every Sunday, guys. So plan on it. Next Sunday, 9 p.m. Be here. We're gonna talk. All right, we're gonna talk trucking,
I'll,
and all of you are
I'll
Be
set my
here
welcome.
or
alarm.
we'll talk about you.
Yeah, right. All of you, all of you are welcome to be a part of it. Just join my Discord, and then on Sunday night, come on into the chat and to the vocal chat and be a part of it. All right. Share your stories. Share what's going on with you. Your favorite stories. Your most hated load. Whatever you want to do. All right, be a part of it. But thank all of you for being here tonight. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the memberships, guys. I sincerely appreciate it, and it makes me feel like we're going in the right direction with this every week. So thank you for that. The Crazy Bags podcast, we will do that. I may even upload this. There is a Crazy Bags podcast already out there, Zach. So I will probably take the audio from this and load it up to it. So if you want to re-listen to this show, you'll be able to do that on whatever your local, your favorite audio podcast system is. I think I'm on like 5 different ones right now, or 6 different ones. Spotify and iTunes and all that crap. It's on there. All right. I'll see you all next Sunday. If you haven't had enough of me, if you're not sick of me yet, come join us on Twitch. We're there 5, 6, 7 days a week, literally. Like we're on Twitch like almost every day. All right, just hanging out. Whether we're doing Uber, DoorDash, or playing Call of Duty. All right. Y'all have a good night. Be safe, be well, be healthy. All right. Wear your
Bye,
mask for now.
y'all.
Wear your mask for now. All right. And for Sunday nights, I have to say it: shiny side up, rubber side down. I love you guys. I'll see you next week. God bless you.